You moving? We don't play. That's how we do things over here. In order to have karibu na ladies, ladies don't pick, gentlemen can pick it and rush and go use it somewhere else. But that's how we do it, of course, here on Sports Extravaganza. I'll quickly, of course, introduce my guests. And the reason why we have, of course, golf as one of our major topics this week is because we have the magical Kenya Ladies Open currently going on as we speak at the Baobab course in Vipingo Ridge, Kilifi County to be specific. This is, of course, the 4th edition of that particular event. And unfortunately, or fortunately, our ladies didn't make it, our 5 ladies didn't make it to the cut yesterday. That was a +5 or +6. So, but we are happy they got the experience they needed. So that's why we have golf experts in the studio. But we are taking a different angle this particular day. Most of you are wondering if I have a certain different ability. And ability I mean by maybe you're not, like you see, Tony has all the 2 hands, the 2 legs with a 6-pack covered with a 1 pot. Now, other golfers might not be having a certain part of their body, like maybe they don't have an arm, maybe they have a certain, they're able differently. Ulimi yangu ni nzito. That's, of course, in studio today we have the Kenya Golf Union Executive and the chairman of the Golf for All Abilities in Kenya. It's a committee that was recently initiated or unveiled so that you, who is abled differently in golf from a young age all the way to the oldest person, is given the opportunity to play golf. Because it's only Kina Tony who've been enjoying it because we have all the ables, but now we want you, who is able differently, to participate in golf. And remember also, the world over has recognized this, and just before the magical Kenya Open at Muthaiga, there is already a series of golf for the disabled that will be happening just before the event, which means Kenya can qualify for this event. That's why you have to start training, and that's why you have to watch Chairman Jonathan Marucha. Also the captain. Forgive my ignorance.
Yes.
Captaincy, unajua miaka yenu ya calendar, bado wewe ni captain wa Kenya Railways.
No, I moved, I was captain up until 2020. So now I'm the vice chairman of the club.
In short,
Kenya Railway Golf Club.
He's basically the chairman of the Kenya Railways Golf Club, where I've played. It's just right next to the city. If those people who know Bishop Nganga, Neno Evangelism, across the expressway, you'll find the Kenya Golf Railway. Then, of course, also we have Esther. Esther, of course, will introduce herself and give us details as to why she is here and why she is really happy about and excited about this new venture in terms of giving you, who is able differently, a chance to play golf, where you can get accessories, how you can be part of this particular campaign, how you can be part of Team Kenya, because it's a process before you become a pro or an amateur like Tony Kwalanda. I play off handicap 16 according to the World Handicap Index. Nimedanganya, Chairman?
Uko sawa kabisa.
Thank you so much. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Ladies first, of course.
Yes.
Esther, you'll give us, you can give us the name that you like being called with. I'm just using a name here loosely because your chairman here gave me a name. Yes. But he didn't elaborate. Yes. So, but we would like to hear from you. Karibu sana. Recently, we had the launch of the Golf for All Abilities. Yes. And there's a committee under the Kenya Golf Union for this particular... I will just ask a very one question. Why? Why did we get into this? Okay. Was there someone who coerced us to, not forced, I'm just using that word very lightly, but who actually gave us the reason that's why we have to get into the golf for the disabled or golf for all abilities?
Okay, very good. So thank you, Tony. Yes, I prefer to be called Esther. Yeah, so that's the right name.
Yes.
Yeah, and maybe just to give a brief about who Esther is.
Yes.
So Esther is a disability inclusion specialist and consultant with a background in special education. And I've been in this space for 2 decades now. And why, to me, this is very exciting, because as an inclusion advocate, we've been championing for inclusion for persons with disabilities in various spaces. And so eventually to have people who are able differently, although, Tony, they actually are telling us, call us disabled. We are okay with that.
They're okay?
We are okay with that.
I'm safe too.
So all these euphemism, able differently, gifted differently, so they've actually been telling us, refer us by our disability categories. So if it's the deaf, call us the deaf. If it's the blind, call us the blind. But of course, we know the need for political correctness, so we are trying to be a bit polite, but actually hearing it from the horse's mouth, they're just saying, we are okay, we are the disabled. And we don't want us to get lost somewhere in between with all this political correctness. Yes, so I think for me, where I'm coming in, because I don't want to take
the chairman's.
Yes. So he will tell us how the G4D came into place, but maybe just to give a background of why this is very exciting for me, because as I've said, as a special needs educator, my background is with children with various diverse disabilities, but specifically those with intellectual disability, another category that get lost in between because their issues are hidden. And I remember back in 2017, I had one of my students who was playing golf. This is a boy on the autism spectrum. He used to play with a grandmother, and it was very hard for him to socialize with the other children because, of course, they didn't understand him. And so I remember the mother coming to the school and asking me, how can we bring more children with disabilities into the golfing fraternity so that my son can have a company, but again, we also expand the golfing sport to children with disabilities. And so we went and to Muthaiga, approached KGU and JGF, the Junior Golf Foundation, and they were gracious enough to accept our request and really gave us a lot of support, because they not only allowed us to recruit children with disabilities, they also gave us Muthaiga as a training ground where the children would be trained, and actually even gave us a coach for free, gave us 1 year supply of balls, waived the green fee for quite some time, and we were able to now introduce golf to children with disabilities. And so for me now to see this eventually now institutionalized and making it easy for anybody with disability, whether a child, as you've correctly put it, to an adult across the country, it is very exciting. And I must say, out of that initiative, we've had actually 2 international competitions where these children have participated. So in 2019 in Abu Dhabi during the World Games for Special Olympics. And this was a boys' team, a unified pair of 1 boy with disability and another one without disability. And we actually brought the golfing sport in Special Olympics after 25 years. And this team, it was a Team Kenya. And they brought silver. And again, last year, we sent a pair of girls, again, another unified pair, and they brought gold.
Well done. Well done. Those are successes. You've actually eaten into my other next question I've directed to you. But I appreciate that. I like golfers are always anticipating. Well done. Yes, of course, also let me bring in Chairman. Chairman Marusha, it's good to see you. I've never seen you in studio. I started my sporting career in 2008. It's good to have you here. Karibu TV 47. You're the chairman of this. Now, I know KGU, this has a burden of trying now to set up the structures to now actualize it to my people in Namata Lagal Secondary School or to my people in Lugusi, in Mandashivanga, in Malava constituency. In a summary, how are we going to make those inroads into now those machinani? Because I'm speaking on behalf of my machinani peeps who watch the show. You will see it for yourself in a bit.
Thank you, Tony. First of all, I must appreciate the opportunity to bring us to studio to talk about this G4D. As she has explained, this segment of golf was there, started like 2-3 years ago, but it was not formalized. There was no proper structure in place. So early last year, when the new committee for KGU, Kenya Golf Union, was elected, we opted to have a specific committee to deal with golf for the disabled. So that's when now I was given the role to chair that committee, and then we have, together with her, we have 6 other members who are also members of that committee, and all these members are passionate about inclusive golf. You do realize that currently in this era that we live, it's about inclusivity, diversity, and equality. So we opted to make sure that even in golf we also have inclusiveness, right? So when we sat as the first committee, we laid down our objectives very clearly. First of all, is to create awareness. 2 is to get a database of all the disabled golfers across the country. We have 36 golf clubs, about 36 or thereabout golf clubs, and others are being registered. So out of these golf clubs, they have representation in KGU. So when we as a committee sit down, we disseminate the information through those clubs so that the people in Manda Shivanga will get their information through the closest there, I think, Mega Sports Club, which has a captain. And the captain is our representative. So whenever we discussed about inclusive golf, we send out the information. We've sent out already a form to all golf clubs. Actually, we sent it 3 months ago for all golfers living with disability to register themselves so that we can have a clear database of who is where. If you look at the way we have been playing golf, we've had people who are fully, how do I call it, the kind of us who are properly able-bodied golfers. We play with total disregard of the others who are able differently, or the golfers living with disability. Even in terms of pricing, even in terms of competition, even in terms of facilities. But now the committee that we are in is making sure that we visit all these golf clubs to make sure, one, we have things like ramps, things like even the what do you call them? The sanitation. The sanitation rooms are properly done that they can be able to accommodate.
Easily, they can use accessibility.
Accessibility becomes easy for them. So that's the role of the committee, and that is how we will make sure that people in Meru, for example, the Meru Sports Club, when their golf club is going to be up and running, they already have factored in people living with disabilities. So for your people in Manda Shivanga, tell them we will come there. We will be there to actually try and support them.
Indeed, of course. I also have my people from the land of the lady called Wambelianga, from a women rep in Bungoma, who's represented by my very good producer, Sanik. So now you know where Sanik, you're in Bungoma or in Kandui, the closest. You can easily, if you're in Vihiga, you can always just cross over to Nyanza Golf Club, or if you have enough fare, you can just come to my club in Kakamega Sports Club. We'll be able to accommodate you. You have enough room. And of course, let me also bring in Esther. Who is this who is abled differently? Because I have a friend of mine who I played with golf at Thika Sports Club, who has got an accident and got amputated. But plays very good golf. In fact, I think that day, either he won either nearest to the pin or something. He won it with us who were able differently. I didn't win nothing, but he won something. I think it's called Kibe. He was supposed to be here, but he was traveled outside. So who is able differently? Okay,
that's a very good question, Tony, because I think it's important for our viewers to know who is able differently. Yes, so when we talk about being able differently, we are looking at any person living with a disability, and disability comes in categories. So we have the traditional disabilities that most people are quite conversant with. So starting with the physical disability that we can all see. So anybody who has undergone amputation, like your friend Kibe, that's an amputee. So they fall under the physical disability category. and they will qualify for golf for disabled. So we also have maybe a person who was born with a physical disability, including even cerebral palsy. In fact, one of our players who are coming to play for the G4D is a player living with cerebral palsy. So anybody born with a physical, because we have the congenital issues that cause physical disability, so that also is a person who is able differently. We of course have those with vision, the blind. That's also another category, and I think we have, at least I have one good friend, Commissioner Laibuta, who's been playing golf, and he lives with visual impairment. So deaf players too, that's also differently abled.
That's
yes, so those are the three, I think, traditional disabilities that we all know. So we also have the intellectual disabilities. Those are the hidden disabilities. And so we are looking at persons with autism. We have a high-functioning person with high-functioning autism that are also very good in sports. So that's another category. So we will also be getting further direction from Edgar on maybe especially the intellectual learning disabilities, whether also those categories will qualify. But I'm sure they will, because I know even in other federations like Special Olympics,
yes,
intellectual disabilities is highly considered. And because I believe this is about diversity, as Marucha has said, yes, about inclusion, I don't believe that there's any disability that will be sidelined.
Very true indeed, that's true. Yes. And I want to bring in, I'll just say, if maybe I'm not making this as a joke, but this is serious, with due respect to her. Like for example, Caster Semenya. I'm just using Caster Semenya. You know, he's an athlete,
yeah,
who is has, I think, a lot of testosterone or something of the sort. I don't know. I'm not a medical expert. In golf, she will be in a different. Will she be able differently, or she'll compete with Tony and Marusha?
The chairman.
Because I know, of course, recently she was disqualified. She was actually disqualified from, not disqualified, but I think they came up with rules that barred her from competing because she had a lot of testosterone that made her now just become a man. She was just a lady in wolf skin, as they say. So I think that's a category that the golf, all the abilities we need to consider, because they will come up. And there are very many of those.
Maybe,
however, yes.
Maybe if I can answer. Under the G4D committee, we are affiliated to EDGA. EDGA is the European Disabled Golfers Association, which gives us the guidelines. One of the requirements for us to be associated with them is that we must have a doctor who is an assessor, disability assessor, on board, whom we have already in the committee. So all those disabilities are listed. Yeah, this particular one, unfortunately, I have not seen it. But as you say, you know, we have all emerging issues. It could be an emerging issue for now. Indeed, But the role of that assessor is to look at the disability that you have expressed yourself to be involved in. Once they assess it, then they will place you in a particular category.
Nice.
Yeah, yes.
That's well put. And of course, staying with you, Marusha, Chairman, at Railway Golf Club, I know this is something new. Have we done it before? Of course, when you're having your competitions, for example, your monthly mags or your club nights, do you have inclusions? Do you have people who come there with disabilities, they play, and where do you segment them? Where do you categorize them? For example, during prize giving, because they will have played, or you just, apologies, you just put them like everybody else.
Now, one of the things we've done now, being the chairman of the G4D, I have to lead by example.
Yes.
So one of the things we've done at Kenya Railway Golf Club is we've tried to make the facilities accommodating. So we've done ramps, we've done quite a number of things to accommodate that. Number two, we had a discussion with our captain, Captain Edward Manywanda, and when we discussed it, he actually was very receptive of the idea. And one of the things he has done, he's actually appointed a G4D player to be the junior golf convener. junior convener for the the junior section. So that gentleman is called Jimmy Semenya. He has played for the country. I think last year he played twice. We sent him to South Africa twice. And that is an example of what already we are already doing in terms of inclusiveness and accommodating everyone who is... and he's doing a good job, doing a fantastic job.
Well done. And of course, yes. Esther, everybody thinks, when you think about disabled, when you think about golf, you only think about men. But I'm sure this, whatever this initiative or this committee or this particular venture is inclusive. How inclusive is it? Because I'm also, there's a lady or a mother who is looking and wondering, where is my girl placed in this? Where is my boy put in this?
Yes, so I think the inclusion is just wholesome because it's not just about abilities, even gender.
Yes.
And so we are targeting persons with disabilities, both male and female. And as our chairman has rightly put it, not just the adults, because you've also talked of that mother who is looking for a place for her daughter. So, because we also have the Junior Golf Foundation. And I believe we, in fact, if we start it even from the Junior Golf Foundation, so we are going to build, because these are the children who become adults. Yes. So if we build the pipeline right from the junior golfers, I think we have a very good trajectory for the future golf for the adults. Yeah, so in terms of gender, we're also very inclusive. And I think even like from where I come from, you've had 2019, we had a pair that was a boys pair. Again, this time around, we were very intentional. So when Special Olympics Kenya was doing bidding at the international level and at Africa level, so we were like, now this time round, we would want a slot for girls. So we are very, very deliberate. And when it comes to accessibility, because the chair has talked about the initiatives that we are doing to make sure that our golf clubs are disability friendly, it's also imperative to note that, as we say, not all disabilities are on a wheelchair, because we have a tendency to just think about the physical, the ramps, and maybe the elevators. But remember, when we also have the deaf players, so we have to look at the sign language interpreters for the communication. We have the blind players, so we have to think about their guides and how we also support them. And then most interestingly now is the hidden disabilities, the intellectual disabilities, the learning disabilities. So take, for example, maybe a golfer with dyslexia. That's a learning disability. And they have maybe challenges with writing or even reading. We have the scorecards. So they would need somebody to support them with that. So we are also very, very intentional that we are looking at the different diverse disabilities that we are dealing with and ensuring that there's going to be accessibility and accommodation for every player, regardless of the disability. Yes.
Indeed, that's true. That's Esther. Marusha, I'll come in a bit, but I know DJ is around. I'll talk to him. I need to ask DJ Slice. DJ Slice, let me ask you, do you know golf? Do you play golf? Or have you ever come close to golf, unless until today?
Don't try me.
Nisione wanpaki yako nikadharau.
Yes, I said ninacheza golf. You know, when you stand like this, directs you.
It shows you where the but of course you've had najua watu wako mtaani huko, they'll be very interested in case those who are able differently, they'll be interested in such a kind of venture.
Let me put it in our perspective. People believe that golf is for people who have money.
Thank you for the compliment.
That's how we believe. Because when you, especially golf and basket. So it's not a bad game, but when you see where the grounds are.
The grounds are, the facilities where they are.
Yeah.
Hapo ina shida kidogo.
Just to pass there, you understand yourself. You need to,
But that's why I've brought them here, so that sasa usiogope.
Asante.
Wale watu wako mtaani, waambie wakitaka nini, if they have to pass through me, I don't charge anything. Tawapeleka kwa ofisi ya chairman.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, I stay here just near to Muthaiga.
Muthaiga. Yes. That's the headquarters already that the game facility you've heard from Esther. People are just unatembea tu huko.
Thank you so much, sir, for coming. I'll pass through him.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Thank you so much, this lies.
Yes.
Now, this video there, what we remember kusema at SGO, golf is not for the rich.
Yeah.
Yes, initially that's of course the basis of how things look like. However, that's why we are here to demystify that myth. Myself personally, I come from a village in Mandashivanga, little known village in Mandashivanga. Myself, I went to a school with bare feet. True story. This is a car as a Bunuasi. Yes, I'm telling the truth. And of course, people in Mandashivanga can attest to this. So I've grown, I've gone through the structures. So I've gone through and through this training and exposure, I can play golf today. And that's why Esther and the chairman are here to tell you and share that message with you. Don't hide your children, whether they're abled like me or differently, get them out. Let's us help them so that they can enjoy life. Si akae tu kwa nyumba alafu arudi kwa baba. Hapana, tumekataa. Now that's what I bring in now, the ranking system. I know there's a big tournament that was started last year in November by the Golf for the Disabled. It should be a DP2 or something event. It happens so in the Magical Kenya Open before the men's tournament happens at Muthaiga. I think a week before or days before the event, there will be a Golf for Disabled. Chairman, for the benefit of those who want to understand, if they start now training their children, how lucky will they be to represent the country in these big tournaments or in these local big tournaments?
Well, as a country, we are very proud that the G4D category under the European Tour is happening in Kenya. As the first time it's happening in Africa.
True.
So we were the openers for G4D under the European Tour. And the opportunities are there for everyone. I know DJ has said that they believe golf is for the rich. Golf is for everyone. We are trying to make sure that golf is inclusive to everyone. If you want to play golf and probably you think you don't have money or it requires a lot of money, we have a golf course, which is a public golf course called Golf Park along Ngong Road, race course, where you just go pay and play. And it's only 1,500 shillings for you to free play.
If you find me there.
Yes, if you find golfers like us and you tell us you want to learn golf, it will be for free. You will get access, you will be able to train, and then if you are interested, then you decide to join any other golf club. But it's not for the rich. Golf is for everyone.
Everybody.
Now, in terms of ranking, you have to really, really work hard. Golf is very intentional. You have to be very intentional about your game. Golf is very, it requires a lot of attention, keenness. You can't play golf when you're thinking about other things. You must concentrate. Yes. And if you've seen recently, under the KGU, we have these KGU events that we have put, like now, 2024, we have 28 events happening. And people who are caddies are the ones who are carrying bags for golfers. They have played and grown up the ranks. Until now, they are making a lot of money. You see one winning 100,000 on a weekend, 150,000 over one weekend. So it is not for any rich person. And those people, those players, have played and they are ranked worldwide. The top amateurs we have locally, for example, we have Mike Karanga from Duberi. Duberi is a small golf club in Kiambu. We have people like Mwigwa, who are also from Duberi, which is not a golf club for the rich, Bwana DJ. It's actually a football, it's like a football field where they trained and they have grown up the ranks to become top amateurs. So the ranking is there. The best players are, we have them, and they're actually not rich people. The best players in Kenya are all young guys, young boys and ladies who have grown from those humble backgrounds to become top amateurs.
And of course,
and then that gives you the qualification now to play for Magical Kenya Open. We have currently, I think we have quite a number of pros who are playing, and then we have another lot which is about for amateurs who are also included in the Magical Kenya Open. And again, on the G4D. G4D is happening on 19th and 20th. Yeah, they are coming only 10 professional golfers worldwide who are coming to play under the Golf for the Disabled category. And everybody is invited to come and walk with them, watch how they are playing with their disabilities. After that, they will be it's like a curtain raiser. And then now on Thursday, the main event for the World Pros to play in that particular tournament.
Indeed, that's true. The event, currently, of course, the Magical Kenya Ladies Open is happening at Vipingo Ridge.
Yes.
Vipingo Ridge is in Kilifi County. So if in Kilifi County, you should not just be stuck at Mutuapa, Kulaing Madafu, Vitoweo. You can actually just go to Vipingo. They will open up the gate for you. Yeah. The entrance fee is the same entrance fee you pay for your stadium entrance fee. So you have no excuse to go and be with the people you think are rich. Otherwise, even in other terms, if you want to be rich, you have to rub shoulders with the who?
The rich.
It happens like that. And that's, of course, how the next question comes, Esther. This committee, besides just training the disabled, you also give them exposure. For example, there are those ones who will play. There are those ones who will just like to watch.
Yes.
And maybe assist, for example, be marshals or be, do something that makes them feel that they are part and parcel of the golf fraternity. How far have you been with that? Because I think last time I had the CS for Sports, Ababu Namwamba, mentioned that they're giving an opportunity to some people just to go watch, golf and all that.
Yeah. Yes, that's true, Tony. We want to expose persons with disabilities to this monumental experience that we have in Kenya. And therefore, we are very intentional to work with the organizations for persons with disabilities, to invite them and just have them come and watch. Even children living with disabilities, they will also be given an opportunity to come and watch, especially the 2 days, the 19th and 20th, when we have the G4D players playing. And you're right, I think it's not maybe just making them passive spectators.
Yes.
Maybe moving forward would want also to be more intentional, to expose them maybe even to maybe other duties that will just even expose them more to the game. Because I know even other federations that work with persons with disabilities, like families, everything. So you will find if there's a player within the family living with the disabilities, you'll find maybe the parent or a sibling is actually the caddy, and everybody is just a support system to that player. So, but I think for us, we are very intentional, and we are looking forward to having persons with disabilities coming and watching and and just cheering the players.
Indeed, that's true. Now if the ticket prices are very expensive, talk to me to my social media platforms. I will pay for the first 10 wakuje Muthaiga. Tunajua na watu wa Muthaiga. I play golf myself personally, and I've rubbed shoulders with the who is who, including Chairman. Chairman, let me bring you into this. The equipment that the disabled will be able to use, of course, after we have analyzed who is who, definitely equipment will be something, the next step whereby you now have to decide how, where do we get this equipment? How do this equipment reach to them? Will it be expensive? Will it be cheap? How can they access it? I'm sure you're in the initial stages, but how does it look in terms of equipment for the gloves?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't put a specific price to the equipment, but what I can say is that once you have been assessed and the doctor certifies that you are a G4D player, then they will recommend whatever equipment that you require. Now, I can't say it's cheap or expensive, because cheap and expensive is relative. Yeah? When you are having people living with disability, it doesn't mean that they don't have money. They could be able to buy equipment. If you watch the G4D golf that has been played, you will see people with a lot of sophisticated equipment. Some of them have ride-ons, some of them have equipment fixed into their bodies and they are playing. So all that depends on the level of disability for any player, yes.
Oh,
but they can still access it. It's available in the pro shops, or you can even import if you wanted to.
True.
Yes.
And all this information is available to you on your phones, everywhere. And just to add on to what earlier on Marusha Chairman had mentioned about caddies. The caddies, I'm sure those who carry golf clubs, I think you just think sometimes they just carry golf clubs. There's an example, if I'm wrong, correct me, Chairman. Eric Kaoko, I think, has grown one of the top golfers professional golfers we have in the country. Yes. I hope he's been listed in the A Tour representing the magical Kenya Open, but he came through the ranks of caddy to now a pro, to now someone who trains. And recently he won, I think it was the second last leg of the Safari Tour at Muthaiga, and he made himself some money, and he has grown through the ranks. Si hapo ni support.
That's true. That's true. That's true. And caddies, I mean, the golf is really supporting the lower caddy economy because every day they come to carry that golf bag. I don't think there is a club in Nairobi that pays less than 1,000, but for you to walk for 4 hours, yeah. So if there are others who are very industrious, they wake up at 6, they close at 7, so they carry twice, which means they are getting something to take back to their families. And yes, Eric Kaoko is one of our top players, and he won the Muthaiga Safari Tour leg, which was, I think, the second leg. Should have been the second leg.
Yes.
He's the one who won, yes. Yeah.
You see, now there you are. So you know definitely golf is for you. We want you to take part in it. I'll be here as long as you want me to be here to convince you, and I'll be happy to convince you every day to take part in golf. In fact, I have 2 putters in my house and a sandwich. Those ones you'll understand once you join the game of golf. I'm willing to give it to you if you want to start golf. Niko nza free. Mimi niko na kiti yangu already. Esther, you play golf?
Yes.
Where do you play golf? It's good to speak about your golf club so that they know where you come from. Yeah.
Yes,
No, your chairman might be very, and the captain might not be very happy you're not mentioning about that.
Okay, Tony, I think my story is similar to yours. A village girl from Limuru, back then was the most remote part of Kiambu called Ndeya. But now it's it's an investor's paradise. We actually call it Karen West.
I need to be taken to Karen West.
Yes, so just a girl next door, and through exposure, as you have said, actually I joined the golf fraternity through the children, my students, when I was championing for them to join the Junior Golf Foundation. So that's where my exposure with golf, and I'm happy that you have actually clarified, and Chairman has actually validated that golf is not only for the rich. Because even when the story went out that we have children with disabilities playing golf, they were like, they must be from a very rich school, and apparently that's not the case. So I think, as you've said, just taking the step out, and once you're there, the support system will come, because even for me, it's not that my parents are all able. Of course, there are those that are able to support their children, but through the support of KGU, JGF, and other well-wishers, those children have been able to train and are enjoying the golf. But as far as my playing is concerned, now I think this is the time now I want to do it seriously. Chairman is not giving me peace, so
yes.
I have no...
I will also not give you peace.
I have no choice than to up the game.
Very well.
Yes.
Asante Limuru, final Limuru Country Club. I was waiting for her to say Limuru Country Club.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I played there. It's a very beautiful course. In the morning, especially, you get dew on your hair. You see snow on your hair. But it's a lovely course. I've been there. Chairman, of course, as we wind up, the Magical Kenya Open is there. That's for the ladies. I mean, just your opinion about the Magical. I will not let you go without, of course, Esther will have to say something about it. Magical Kenya Open. Yes. I mean, in terms of how much exposure it gives us to the country, the revenue it brings out. I know the Kenyans didn't do well, led by my good friend, Captain Naomi Wafula. but they got the valuable experience they needed from that event?
These events are very valuable to the country. If you look at the number of foreigners who play in that tournament, try to compute their expenses, yes. the flights that bring them to Kenya. Look at the caddies. They have to sleep somewhere, yes. which means our hotels have to offer accommodation. The advertisement for the country. For example, in Vipingo, I think we had a very beautiful clip last year when the giraffes were crossing when the Magical Kenya Ladies Open was happening. It's a very good exposure for our tourism sector. Magical Kenya Open is also coming up here next door in Muthaiga in 2 weeks' time. The exposure and the economy, the tourism economy, is going to benefit a lot, and even the exposure of our players.
Yes, true.
You watch the pros, the professional golfers, the professional golfers playing on TV. But now you'll be seeing them live. Our pros will be playing with them, side by side with them. They will learn a lot. Yeah. So there's a lot of exposure, and there's a lot of benefit in terms of the events that come here.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And of course, you've seen how we've played. Your two or three comments about it, the Magical Kenya Open Ladies event in Vipingo. I'm supposed to be there today, but
here you are.
Mshahara ilinileta hapa.
Yes, we are very excited for our ladies. We are proud, yes. that the exposure that it's giving them,
yes.
and we are also now looking forward to the men's event,
yes.
but most importantly the G4D.
Yes.
And for the last, I think, 5 years, I have been taking my students for the MKO. Actually, 2019, we got a group photo with the president, because that was the first time ever, the inclusive golf for JGF. And so they've been just watching the able differently players, but this time round, they have an opportunity to watch disabled golfers playing. They just watch them on TV or on the internet, but now they'll be able to watch them. So I think for me, that's very exciting.
Well done. That's a huge achievement. Of course, they need to watch. Some of us became journalists because we were exposed to journalism. I became a golfer because my mother, who used to be a teacher back then, exposed me to golf. So work with the right people. If you work with the people who... DJ Styles ni kuseme. If you work with people who... If you work with people who don't give you value, you will not get value. But if you work with DJ Slides, utakuwa tu kama watu wa nguvu wa power, one pack, watapiga mangoma. DJ Slides anameka hapa in a month, anaunda karibu more than $500,000. Ni uongo ukweli.
Niko na 6 pack, ni vile sijapanga bro. Sawa. I wish people should know the word Shimalabandu, where you come from. What does it mean?
This man wants to finish me politically. And of course, as DJ Slides, of course, prepares us some music before we get into our break. If you're joining us, this is Sports Extravaganza. We'll be showing you our question of the day, and of course where you need to call, where you need to give us WhatsApp. We will show you the videos you've shared in. Please remember to share your videos on WhatsApp with the answer. And you know the sequence of how that video will be. You start with the hashtag Extravaganza, your name, where you are watching the show from, the answer, and then convince me why you need 1,000 Kenya shillings. I will give it to you. In fact, after this, nitaongea vizuri na chairman na Esther, wanaweza toboka kitu. Unajua mimi siogopangi kuomba. Mimi we ask and we shall be given. And they are here. Ni wadosi wananichotea kitu. Of course, remember this show happens every Saturday 4 to 7 p.m. Later on this show, I have the big guys who like playing big balls called footballs. They are here. Dantos, Celine, and Irungu. They have the latest about why you'll be getting a blue card. And also, they have pictures of Erling Haaland and his 19-year-old girlfriend going on a shopping. Alafu dem ndo alikuwa ameshikilia ile hosepipe ya mafuta, anaweka ngata kwa mafuta ya hiyo gari ya Rolls Royce ya 40 million Kenya shillings. Those pictures, we have them exclusive only here on this show. But first, this is the question of the day. Inakuja namna hii. We ask you this player who has this hair that has been dyed. Huyu ni nani? Who is this footballer? Has Ghanaian lineage. Yani alizaliwa, wazazi ni wa Ghanaian, but they walibeba mtoto wakamzalia huko majuu. You know the drill? Tell us, of course, Extravaganza. Call us in, WhatsApp us in, send as many times you can. You stand a chance of winning yourself 1,000 Kenya shillings. But my final words, DJ akieka ngoma chini. I didn't give you a chance, Chairman, to say your final words and to praise Kenya Railway Golf Club, where I love playing. Because when you go there, you can have a picture of KICC, a Times Tower. You ingine nakuanga gani? When you are teeing off. That is the only golf club in the East African region with the best view. Nimedanganya, nimesema uongo.
Nimedanganya, and I can even tell you there is more that you have not said.
Please go on. Say it, say it. Say it.
Thank you, Tony. In fact, as my final remarks, I would say G4D is here with us. We must be very, very intentional. We want to accommodate everyone. It is golf for all abilities, abled, living with disability, or otherwise. So everybody, whether you're facing physical disability or intellectual disability, you're welcome to play golf. When we retire, or when you will retire, what else will you be doing?
Good question.
You know, we have so many of our rugby players who have retired. They've joined golf. When you talk about people who get amputated, it means you've lost one of your parts and one of your body parts, and you cannot be able to play. I mean, you cannot be able to work. You are welcome to play golf. G4D is a committee that is inclusive in terms of we take care, we represent Kenya Golf Union, Kenya Ladies Golf Union, and Junior Golf Foundation. We are soon going to merge into, we've actually started the process of merging into Golf Kenya, which will be one body that will be running golf across the country. So this committee is already into that space. And again, as you say, the Kenya Railway Golf Club. Kenya Railway Golf Club, for your information, is the only golf course that you can think of that has a live railway line that runs across the golf course.
SGR.
There are not many, but this is the only golf course that we know that has a railway line that runs across the golf course. And it is the only golf course in Kenya that is within the CBD. So anybody working in town or in Nairobi, please come, walk in. Our costs are very favorable. Come and play golf.
Please come and play golf.
Thank
We'd
you.
like to welcome you on stage. We want to do a small recitation poem. Nataka tuko mbele yenu kukariri shairi kwa saa kwamba golf for all abilities. Yeah. Karibuni. No,
Okay.
thank you very much. I'm just kidding. I know you're We're going for a short break. Of course, to our DJ to mix up. Of course, we'll be coming back with more. Don't go away. Asante.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Esther preparing her voice.
Wanasema wasemao kuwa elimu ni bahari haishi kwa kuchotwa. Wakati mwingi natangamana na wanafunzi madarasani, sio kama mwalimu bali kama nahodha kwenye kipindi cha tasnia ya elimu. Na iwapo utanikosa madarasani, basi utanipata nyanjani nikisaka habari zenye usawa, ufasaha na ukweli. Na iwapo utanikosa nyanjani, bila shaka utanipata studioni hapa nikisoma habari na kuendesha mijadala mikomavu. Mimi ni Andrin Kilemi, mpenzi wa lugha ya Kiswahili na elimu kwa jumla.
They say money makes the world go round. So let's slow things down a bit. Put things in perspective. From the markets to the streets to the stocks, we make the complex comprehensible. Join me, Hibak Said, on TV47 Business News for market insights like never before.
The news that matters the most is the one that hits close to home. When disasters strike, we are there to inform you. When the bullets are flying, we tell you who's shooting and why. Reporting on your victories, your health, your money, your security, your past, present, and future. We are interested in telling the stories of creativity, hard work, and resilience that you are known for. That is our job. This is my job. My name is Victor Moyakane, and it's my honor to bring you this news this way every Thursday night on the home of Untold Stories.
Katika majengo haya, hapa ndipo sheria zinapotungwa na zinapopakuliwa. Nitakuletea viongozi mbalimbali, mirengo mbalimbali, wote kwa pamoja wakipika na kupakua. Tutawapa nafasi kuweza kuangazia changamoto na mafanikio ya ugatuzi katika ukumbi wa siasa kila siku ya Jumanne kuanzia saa 1 kamili na kuendelea.
Toka eneo hili la Naivasha kwenye kaunti 032, gatuzi la Nakuru.
Toka kaunti ya Elgeyo Marakwet, kaunti 028.
Nikiripotia runinga ya TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Wajir.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Turukana. Kwa matukio yote yanayojiri katika kaunti hii 012.
Kutoka kaunti nambari 1, kaunti ya Mombasa.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Lamu.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka Kisii County.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Machakos.
Kutoka kaunti hii ya Trans Nzoia.
Kaunti 038.
Kutoka gatuzi nambari 029, kaunti ya Nandi, chemichemi ya mabingwa.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Kakamega.
Itakuwa nikiripotia runinga ya TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Bungoma.
And you're playing me a song right now na hata sija iron shati yangu. Kenya Power mwaje tabia mbaya
Kuna msichana complain na uko kwenyu. Anasema stima ilipotea, short ilikuwa tu ya stima ya transformer wakabebe. Watu wa Kenya Power kana transformer.
Kenya Power mko na shida gani? Mna watch show yangu.
No.
Lakini
haikuwa hivyo.
Tusiongee mbaya, tunaweza nyongewa stima sasa tuko live. Yes. But of course, welcome back. This is Sports Extravaganza. This is the second half of the 3 halves. Tunakuanga na 2 halves na extra time. Kama venye AFCON ilikuwa. That's why, of course, you're seeing my good friends on the other side. DJ Slice ako hapa hivi. But now, just to remind you the question of the day. My name is Tony Kolanda. The question of the day is very simple. We want you to participate in it. Remember, you are sending a short clip of 30 seconds if you like. And you're telling us, of course, the hashtag Sports Extravaganza, your name, where you're watching this show from, and then the answer, and convince us why you need 1,000 Kenya shillings for this simple question of the day. The question, rahisi mo boga. This Oga man who went to become an Italian, what is his name? Ni jina yake ni nani? You've seen, of course, the WhatsApp number. Send your clips there. You can, your WhatsApp number iko hapo 0793 267 279. 0793 267 279. You can also call us. Sanik, you can give us the call number. You can also call us in live. The number, of course, you'll be seeing it below your screen. You can call us in live so you can win your money. Haraka, haraka. But I understand there are thousands and thousands of clips on WhatsApp with answers. Sanik, cheza kama wewe.
Mario Balotelli. Mario Balotelli.
Hashtag Sport Extravaganza. My name is Christopher from Mombasa, watching live TV 47. The player mentioned on the screen is none other than Super Mario Balotelli, whose origin is Ghana, changed nationality to Italy, played for clubs like Manchester City, Liverpool, Inter Milan, AC Milan, and others. I think I'm done.
Hi guys, the player is Mario Balotelli. Mario Balotelli, Super Mario. Kindly just reward me with 1,000 Kenya shillings so that I can just have a nice weekend and very lovely weekend. Thank you guys.
Mario Balotelli, Mr. Moneybags mwenyewe.
Hi Sports Extravaganza, this is Bridget. For today's question of the day, the footballer with the Ghanaian lineage is none other than Mario Balotelli.
Sport Extravaganza. Naitwa Willy hapa hivi, ni Doni na uchiamu na coach kutoka Doni huku area ya Doni. Naweza taka unipe hiyo tao. Ni buy wife na mtoi ataka samaki leo Saturday siku ya weekend.
Yeah, so mwenye kuna hiyo move anaitwa Asamoah Gyan. Anaitwa Asamoah Gyan.
Maybe especially the intellectual learning disabilities, whether also those categories.
Hi TV47,
but I'm sure,
this is Michael Nyangweso watching live from Nairobi at Mathare. So the answer of that player is called Mario Balotelli. I really remember him because he was a Liverpool player, and now I've just seen that hairstyle. That is none other than Mario Balotelli. Tick.
That's true. And I want to bring in, I'll just... Uboy ametupatia tour ya nyumba. Alitupeleka kwa gate ya mla. Nyini watu yangu, endeleeni hivyo hivyo, msistop maze. Send in as many times as you can. I have 1,000. In fact, I'm feeling very generous. I will add 1,000 to this. Send in as many as you can so we can give many of you money today. You can ask Bridget mwenye ameongea pale. You can ask Mujuma or somebody. This morning they got their money. Boom, pa, pesa kwa simu yao. They can attest to that. Wanasema ukweli. That's how we do it here on Sports Extravaganza. Send in as many times as you can. Remember, you're starting with Sports Extravaganza. Your name, where you're watching this show from. You can give us a short tour of your house. Utuonyeshe sufuria zako. Utuonyeshe venye ile jiko yako ugali huku maliza kupika nayo. Just do whatever you can convince the panel here. Dantos is here, Celine is here, Irungu is here. They will decide for us if you win or not. So impress. Yes. Now, please, you can... In fact, kama unarudia Sanik, there's a guy who has... Unaona hiyo mohawk ya Balotelli? With due respect to his body structure. Akona... Okay. Sijui kama kichwa Okay, wewe DJ wewe sani kwa cheza tu hiyo clip. Hata nisiongee mbaya.
Hi guys, the player is Mario Balotelli. Mario Balotelli, Super Mario. Kindly just reward me with 1,000 Kenya shillings so that I can just have a nice weekend and very lovely weekend. Thank you guys.
Mario Balotelli.
Huyu mwenye wa mwisho yani nywele yako yani ulijua uko na lazima uweke headroom mingi.
#Sport Extravaganza. My name is Christopher from Mombasa, watching live TV 47. The player mentioned on the screen is none other than Super Mario Balotelli, whose origin is Ghana, changed nationality to Italy, played for clubs like Manchester City, Liverpool, Inter Milan, AC Milan, and others. I think I'm done. Thank you in advance.
Sema Mario Balotelli. Sema Mario Balotelli. Sema Mario Balotelli. Mario. Sema Mario. Yes. Now, sema you ni Mario Balotelli. Sema Mario Balotelli. Sema Mario Balotelli.
With due respect to his body structure. Akona speaker kitu alifanya.
Mario Balotelli.
Wewe sani kwa cheza hiyo clip.
Sasa unataka kulia baada ya kusema Mario.
Well, we shall not do child abuse on my show, please.
Picture is Mario Barua Balotelli.
Barua. Wait, wapi handkerchief bwana? I'm crying on set. Please keep on sending as many times as you can. Sorry, I've even lost my lines because my eyes are clouded with tears of laughter. This is Sports Extravaganza, Tony Kwalanda. Now, let me of course introduce, not even introduce, tunaingia tu kwa show moto hivyo. On my extreme left. My extreme left, my extreme left huko ni kazi ni ya DJ Slice. Of course, you can see venye wamesliziana hiyo chest na nini na mwili. And Dantos Sibola mwenyewe is a big sports analyst in the country and a journalist as well. Katikati amepigwa hiyo hot dog. Katikati tuko na Celine Waithira, a Tusker diehard and also a sports analyst and a taxpayer. And then of course next to her is Irungu, aka Gitau, aka Shakespeare, aka box to box. I'm technical bench. Karibuni sana. You've seen what people are talking about. There's someone who has said they said who that walikuwa nasema nani huyo nani. There's one last one who said it. I've forgotten it. Sani alisema tu nani huyo?
Asamoah Barua.
Asamoah Gyan. Okay. Anyway, keep on sending in as many times as you can to get a chance to win yourself a cool shillings to your pocket, because Valentine's is coming and your girlfriend or your boyfriend will demand that you take them out, because I've already had a lot of demands. I'm the only one who doesn't have a girlfriend, so mimi sina demands. Unapatiana do mwende mdemandiane huko. Karibu Sports Extravaganza. I'll be reading some of your comments also on WhatsApp over here in a bit. But first, directors, I was supposed to get one of the ladies from Vipingo at the Magical Kenya Open. She was supposed to give us an update. She was one of the elite amateurs who was playing there. We'll be able to get her in a bit because she was recovering from yesterday and also from today. But quickly, wacha tuingie kwa Football Kenya Premier League fixtures. Tutaanzia wapi? DJ unaanzia wapi? DJ unakuwa una support timu gani Kenya? Gor Mahia. AFC by fire by force. AFC. You are born into it. Sisi Waluya tunakuwa tumezaliwa ndani ya chama. No, club.
Wewe unachoma. Ungekuja uniambie peke yangu.
I know it's FC Leopards.
Yes.
But we have, I think today we just had a few FKF Premier League fixtures coming on. Zinakuja kwa screen sahi. Posta Rangers, Police, PSG, as I was told by Kuria. Bandari City Stars, Gor Mahia, Ulinzi Stars. I think Tusker ni kesho.
Yeah, versus Shabana.
And Shabana. Wacha tuanze. Dantos hiyo Posta na Rangers. Okay, kesho wacha tukimbie basi hivi nakimbia Mohoroni, Kariobangi Sharks, Bidco Nzoia, KCB Kakamega Homeboys. Hiyo mmekimbiza haraka, najua kuna games zingine zinakam. Hizi graphics zimefanywa na Jen amefanya graphics mzuri. Talanta, Sofapaka, Shabana, Tusker, ndio hiyo Tusker wenyu. Ingwe na watu ya karibu niseme ile betting company na niko kwa ingine. Murang'a Seal, FC Leopards. Tutapiga Murang'a Seal. Tusker, Celine mko wapi hapo? Shabana unajua mko Kisi?
Na first leg mlichapa.
Unajua first leg walitutandika. So like na feel like acha ni pet Myong hopes tutashinda. But I feel like it's going to be a tough one. I remember the other one ilikuwa wapi? Ilikuwa Kasarani. Now we're going to Raila Odinga Stadium.
Yes.
I don't know. With the fans of Shabana na vile Tusker mafans wetu wapendi ku travel nikiwa moja wao. I feel like it's going to be a tough match, but all in all, I think we are prepared. Our team traveled on Thursday to Uko Homa Bay, so I feel like it's going to be a good game, but I hope they come with wins because we have lost 2 games back to back. Versus Gor versus which team? Bidco United, and now we are playing Shabana. I feel like we really need to step up. Tulikuwa position 4, now we are going. Tunarudi tu uko chini. Tumeanza kurudi uko chini. And asitaki turudi uko chini juu fans wa Gor hiyo ndio furaha yao. Hawataki competition hii season. Yeah, but I feel like tuta even if it's gonna end in a draw, me niko sawa, lakini loss hapana.
Yaani imefika mahali mpaka unataka tu draw.
Waka na doubt.
Yaani uko sure.
You know, there is a day I went there during their training session, and they were playing a friendly with Nairobi United, and the game was good. First half ikaisha 1-1, and then second half they beat us. Another mistake was done last weekend. Yeah, there was a mistake last weekend, but honestly, we need a win. We're not desperate, but we need a win.
Clearly, you're desperate. Wacha tu tuwache, mko na shida mingi. You are going to the land of bananas. So I hope it will not be bananas in the goals and in the field. We hope you turn out to be. Of course, those are some of the FKF Premier League standings, or rather fixtures we have for today and tomorrow. Gor Mahia, and beat and run.
Elisha.
But ni vizuri bado, but on the table you're solid.
On top.
Yeah, we are on top of the table. Na leo Posta Rangers wamejaribu sana. They have drawn to Police. They got a red card in the 6th minute.
Yeah.
That is Posta. So yeah, they held Police to a 0-0 draw. Police, I thought Police were merudi since the beating they gave us last week, which was a very painful one by the way. But I'm very happy they drew. They are back to where they belong. Bandari tu wamepigwa na City Stars kwanza. Yeah, so hopefully tunabaki hapo for some time until like the end of the season. So yeah. Sidhani kuna mtu atatushika.
Na leo Ulinzi tunaweza chapa.
Before the niliona tuko 0-0 mahali.
Yeah.
Ulinzi is a good side, wamefanya signings mpya proper, so I know we are good. Hata with a draw, I know we are good.
But Ulinzi started off the season really badly. They were doing badly. I think they have picked up as time goes. Sai tuko second leg, they're trying to do something.
Yes.
But when the league was starting, they were uko chini. Like, I guess they were the team that ilikuwa hapo zinakimbishana na Shabana hapo relegation. But right now they are doing really well.
Yeah, but you see, Lindsay used to expect them. You see, I was expecting Lindsay to be in the top 7 or 6. Hata ninge slide kidogo hii table ifike hapo, hata Ulinzi haiko hapo. Of course, Dantos, your team AFC.
FC Leopards.
Na mnacheza na Murang'a Seal. And Murang'a Seal niliona wako na coach ule Abdalla akona moto sana, mko na kazi, mko na kibarua.
Sasa unajua FC Leopards sasa ni kuwin, tuna win tu. Tumemade like 4 games in a row. So coach alisema be patient with me. Lazima tukaenda huko juu. Pole pole ndio mwendo. Tumewasha mataa. Unaona? Sasa tuko ile tunaitwa winning spree. Tunachapa wakiendanga, tunachapa tu wakiendanga, tunachapa kiendanga na points zinaongezeka. Believe you me, tutamaliza number 2 ama number 1.
Aha.
Hizo points ni kidogo sana bwana.
Wewe hata uone haya. Wewe uone, angalia hiyo table. AFC na hata mko number 7. Hata ningeteremusha tu number 7, number 8 ni shida tu.
Leo tukishinda tutapata mpaka namba.
If you look at the table, you'll see where the competition is. It's after Gor.
Like after Gor.
It's after Gor. No, that's where the competition.
Unajua from number 2, 3, 4, 5 utapata wameshinda na point 1, 2, 3. Sisi tukishinda game zetu kama we only need 6 points I think ndio tufike kitu kama number 4 ama number 3.
Okay.
6 or 9 points. Hizo ni game 3. Na kesho tunapunguza na baki na kwa game 2.
Wait, the game is tomorrow at Nyayo Stadium, right?
Yes.
Nyayo kesho.
So sisi Waluya kesho mimi niko off. Nitakuwa uwanjani. Tuko kwa stadium mbaya sana. So to support our Ingwe where we were just forced to be there because of birth. You heard the DJ Salai saying I come from Shimalabandu. Now Shimalabandu, as he was trying to tell you, Shimalabandu is Luya. That means kumaliza watu. Shimalabandu. That area, it's an area next to a road somewhere. And it used to be very, correct me if I'm wrong, DJ Slice na Dantos, ilikuwa ni barabara inamaliza watu, hapo ma accidents ilikuwa mingi. So after we put that, in short, ukiona hiyo jina black spot, just put Shimalabandu. In short, that was how it is. But nowadays, there is nothing like that. We prayed for it. We were there, we beat drums, we tulizunguka hiyo lami. No, Celine might not understand these things. I don't do it in kwa mlima huko. But sahi hakuna accidents zinafanyika huko. So we get to the football transfers. I hope Sanik umenijaribia kunipatia football transfers, but zinakuja. Yes! Ndio hiyo. Fuliza hapo tu. Jen, umefanya kazi nzuri. Jen of the graphics team, you have done a wonderful job. Gor Mahia in. Gor Mahia watu wenyu ndio hao. Watawasaidia ama ni hekaya za Bunwasi?
Kunini like for the players an additional hapo ilikuwa Sharif Musa. Ukiangalia Sharif like the previous game like alicheza like some minutes and he was okay. Wanyama alikuwa academy ya Gor some time back. That is Enoch Wanyama, so he's a good player. Mark Shabana is tulikuwa tunadhani Omala will go to Algeria, blah 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 blah. Alafu the transfer went off, so replacement yake ilikuwa Mark Shabana. So the time Omala yuko sawa, Shabana anaingia nini Masika pia. So yeah, I guess we've done proper business. Unlike the other years zenye tulikuwa tunajaribu kuendea wases Gio Brazil alafu tunakoniwa. Tumesainda silver car. But ni sawa, this time we are doing like people we know, people watu wa mtaa, watu tumejua wakicheza ball nini. Yeah, so that's good business by the way.
Nice. Those of course are the in-tray of Gor Mahia. This just concluded the Football Kenya Federation or FKF Premier League transfers. Yeah, wale wametoka Sanik unaweza teremusha sasa hiyo nini. Tuonyesha of course the ones who have come in. We have a list of course of all the major teams that did their transfers in this past time. Nilikuwa nimepatiwa hizo nilikuwa nimepatiwa. In fact nilipatiwa na huyu wanasemanga huyu ni Romano Abramo. Antonga nani? Huyu ndio sijui kama alitoka kwa ule rafiki yake, but nilipatiwa na Shakespeare. But remember also there was this transfer of Benson Omala. Mimi hiyo lazima niulize Shakespeare. Of course even kina Dantos can weigh in and Celine. Omala, I talked to the SG, Mr. Sam, akasema either one, there was a conmanship going on. These are my own words, they're not TV47. Or two, the window in Algeria, in the Algerian country, ilikuwa inaisha. 3, Gor Mahia didn't want to let this guy go. 4, the agents were greedy. Where was the truth about Benson Omala himself?
So the reports from Algeria, the team is called, I guess, Joannes Sportive. the reports zinasema Omala was to go for around 3.4 IM on loan for about 6 months.
Yes.
Alafu like 6 hours later Kenya tuko na Fabrizio wetu anaitwa Mr. Kevin Tear. So yes. Kevin Tear reported that that the transfer like inakanika iko off, documents were not delivered on time. Alafu now the club statement from Algeria said that Gor wali delay, so they had to sign like another striker from somewhere else. So maybe Omala in January or sorry in the summer.
Yes.
So yeah, ilikuwa tu ni personally juu mimi najua club yangu, maybe the club ilikuwa tu ile shingo upande nini, but it's so wrong for like a guy who has served us like for last season he was our top scorer. Alikuwa ameachwa na Machapo, that is the guy, the Rupia. We call him Machapo. Alikuwa amemwacha na bao tatu I guess. So and he had around 23 goals. So yeah, hopefully he gets a move, because ukianza kucheza ball like Kenya tunatakanga tumekujua kwa timu yetu, but tunataka pia upande yani best yetu wewe panda ngazi ndio uchukue wase wengine. So hopefully in the summer transfers he gets a proper move. Yeah, sahi a focus tu na game tushinde our 21st title, then he'll be good to go.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, that was Benson Omala. Akona mambo mengi, wacha tutaona vile itakuwa. Also, there was this transfer of Were coming to Mathare.
Paul Were?
Yes. Dantos, alikuwa huko, alitoka sijui, ilikuwa ni country gani?
Rwanda.
Europe. Akaenda Rwanda, amekuja Mathare. Full circle.
I think Paul Were is one of the best players tumekuwa naye hapa Kenya. Winger. Akiwa FC Leopards was doing very well. I think ili score kwa FC Leopards, you know time tungepata kushinda league, because I think Alan Wanga was there, Baraza was there. Hiyo ndio siku tungepata kushinda league na mpaka sasa kushinda, because the team was very good. Paul Were akona speed, lakini pia I think when it comes to age pia na catch up naye sana. Alafu pia injury kidogo. Hiyo rumors ya Mathare nilisikia, but I'm not sure. But ukiangalia maplayer wengi, most of the player wenye kwa Kenya Premier League, most of them lazima kumpitia Mathare. At least alicheza Maisa ama alicheza kwa timu ya mtaani na ilikuwa na raniwa na Mathare. I think it's not a bad move, because maybe anaenda pale kama experience, alafu pia maybe anaenda kusema asante kwa ile club maybe imemlea. Yeah.
Yeah, niliona ameanviliwa jana, so it's a new move. Yeah, so I guess Mathare went for Were because one wana push to get back to the KPL. So but unfortunately leo alipigwa 1-0. They are second after Naivas. It's Naivas, Iboet, then Mathare ama Nairobi. So they are wako hapo wana push for being promoted back to nini, and I thought today they'll win because Rainbow alipiga Naivas 4 goals to 3 goals. I thought wangeshinda leo, but they also lost. But Were is a good nini, is a good additional, like anapea vijana wako huko motisha nini, we tupande ligi, like tuseme tu amekuja kumalizia tu career yake. Yes. Akimotivate mavijana wa mtaani nini, and it's a good thing to see these guys. Hopefully amtapata wanyama akiretire. Tunaomba sana.
Tutampata tu, nafikiri atakuwa na pesa. Remember you're joining us, this Sports Extravaganza live here at TV47. You can watch us live, by the way. We have a beautiful website, capemedia.africa. Cape Media, CAPE media.africa. Ukienda pale una watch live, kama una TV iko tu kwa simu yako, una relax nayo, unapiga nayo shughuli. If you're just joining us, we have a brand new question and we are giving away 1,000 Kenya shillings. There is no show. Anza kuwatch saa show zote zenye kwa other stations. Hakuna yenye nakupatia do. 1,000 for just telling me this simple answer. And we're asking you to send us a very short 30-second clip with the answer. But you know the format. You start with the Sports Extravaganza hashtag. Then you tell us your name, where you're watching this particular show from, give me the answer, convince this panel of experts in this studio where you need that 1,000 Kenya shillings and give us an answer. Of course, we give you this 1,000. Bridget ameshinda. Kuna jamaa kule Voi alishinda. A Mombasa person has won on this show. Watu wa Limuru wamewin on this show. Waluya wa huko Bungoma wameshinda kwa hii show. What are you waiting for? I'll be reading those comments in a few later on this show. However, wacha niulize sani kama kuna transfer zingine ama nijipange. But nikiona hapa, Man City wamechapa Everton 2-0. Na sasa nasikia game imeenda 10 minutes. We shall be also talking about why there will be blue cards. Blue. Kwani DJ unacheka huko, blue ni favorite color yako? Ni amshikaji, ni ampoa.
Naonaga tu waswali akipita naanza kucheka.
Wow. Very nice DJ.
DJ ana chills.
DJ leo uko sawa. Leo uko sawa.
Asante.
Nimepata dawa yake leo.
Aya, acha timu ya DJ AFC wacha tuone transfer zao. AFC wanajifanyanga wana pesa kama DJ Styles. Wacha tuone walinunua nani. Ndio hiyo. Hata siji Gitego walienda huko kwa nani kwa Kagame, Kennedy Odhiambo, Christopher Koloti, Okonji. Hao ndio wameingia. Mtaka kusema nini hiyo? DJ una kitu ya kusema before
kwanza Christopher.
Yes. Green Commandos band ba Kagame.
Mundu utayanga baluya banje.
But I think this time FC Leopards nini zao selection zao I think wanakopi Gor kidogo because Gor wanaendanga watu young and the way they do their selection ama wanafanya nini kuchagua player wao wanaendanga mashinani most of them. Ukiangalia mtu kama Mala vile alikam alitokea from I think school games unapata alafu pia FC Leopards wameendea player mmoja huko Christopher from Green Commandos which is a very good thing. Tunataka most of the teams hapa Kenya pia ziende kwa school games hapo ndio kuna talent.
Ndio kuna talent.
Yes.
Venye Tusker hebu angalia intro ya Tusker najua nataka kuongea nataka tukimbie break. Director niko na dakika ngapi before break? Okay, naambiwa tu. Then we shall be talking about Tusker and then of course Shakespeare you have something you wanted to say. I know Selina had a lot. Najua pia wewe Danto unataka kusema. But remember if you're joining us this sports extravaganza, we are coming back with more transfers. We are coming back with more money. We are coming back with more content after this break. Of course as DJ Styles just akiteleza kwa hiyo watu wake wa ndudhi wa blue. Cheza na ngoma moja kutupeleka break.
Wanasema wasemao kuwa elimu ni bahari haiishi kwa kuchotwa. Wakati mwingi natangamana na wanafunzi madarasani, sio kama mwalimu bali kama nahodha kwenye kipindi cha tasnia ya elimu. Na iwapo utanikosa madarasani, basi utanipata nyanjani nikisaka habari zenye usawa, ufasaha na ukweli. Na iwapo utanikosa nyanjani, bila shaka utanipata studioni hapa nikisoma habari na kuendesha mijadala mikomavu. Mimi ni Andrin Kilemi, mpenzi wa lugha ya Kiswahili na elimu kwa jumla.
They say money makes the world go round. So let's slow things down a bit. Put things in perspective. From the markets to the streets to the stocks, we make the complex comprehensible. Join me, Hibak Said, on TV47 Business News for market insights like never before.
The news that matters the most is the one that hits close to home. When disasters strike, we are there to inform you. When the bullets are flying, we tell you who's shooting and why. Reporting on your victories, your health, your money, your security, your past, present, and future. We are interested in telling the stories of creativity, hard work, and resilience that you are known for. That is our job. This is my job. My name is Victor Muyakane, and it's my honor to bring you this news this way every Thursday night on the home of Untold Stories.
Slides inakaa wewe uko na Valentine mapema. Hii weekend inakaa uko peke yako. Hizi ngoma unatupatia? Ai. Hii ngoma sawa ni extravaganza but ni ukweli uko na mtu leo.
Si leo.
Unacheki kama salo advance. Uko na vale advance.
Ujue Valentine kwetu ni kila siku.
Na huyo dem ni wa majuu ama ni internal?
Tuachie hapo.
Acha niongee niende. DJ slides mwenyewe kabisa kwenye ones and twos akimix hapa kwenye Sports Extravaganza. Hii show ni hivyo tunafanyaga. We have content, we have the best guests, we have money. Sisi ndio pesa. And then you have Tony. Then of course you have the beautiful Celine, then you have the humongous Dantos, and then you have the Irungu nikuite. Then of course we have Shakespeare. Karibu niseme kitu mbaya yenye Kuri aliniambia last time. But siwezi sema. But if you're joining us, we're asking you a very simple question and videos are coming in thick and fast. Dantos alikuwa anatuambia kitu ya AFC, Celine alikuwa anatuambia kitu ya Tusker. However, this is the question of the day we're asking you and we want to give you 1,000 Kenya shillings. As many of you will give you money. Tell us who this particular person is. Send us a clip on WhatsApp. 30 seconds. Start with Sports Extravaganza, your name, where you're watching this show from, the answer, and convince us. Including DJ Slice. Why you need 1,000 bob? Cheza kama wewe. Sanik, tupatie hizo clips. Cheza kama DJ na hizo clips.
Peter Isaboke from Ngong. I'm watching Sports Extravaganza and the name of the Ghanaian player is Mario Balotelli. Thank you.
Okay guys, I'm here advertising for Kenya Magical. Hashtag Kenya Magical everywhere. Kenya Magical. Shout out to Kenya Magical. Guys, you can do it. Let's go for it. Kenya Magical. Hashtag Kenya Magical.
TV47 Sports Extravaganza. Mchezaji ni Mario Balotelli. Nani anaweza sahau wakati Mourinho aliulizwa, alikuwa anamwambia Mario, please Mario, if you are hit, don't react. Please, Mario, if the referee is harsh, don't react. 47th minute, red card.
Anko yako DJ Sly anko yako ametoka tu kwa manyata ama amekashika hivi tu.
Bro, usichome huko useme wazi.
Ambia anko alikuwa anangoja shati yake ikauke. Amedunga vest.
Kuna huyo mzae mwenye alikuwa amelala kwa I think ni kwa coach yake.
Huyo anakaa.
Si unamjua?
Namjua.
Oh, so unamjua. Haya. Anyway.
Huyo.
TV47 Sports Extravaganza, mchezaji ni Mario Balotelli. Nani anaweza sahau wakati Mourinho aliulizwa, alikuwa anamwambia Mario, please Mario, if you are hit, don't react. Please, Mario, if the referee is harsh, don't react. 47th minute, red card.
Dantos. Uliambia anko yako achukue watch show. Hapo ulimwambia contribute. Nilikwambia uambie tu anko yako watch show.
Nilimwambia kwanza sikule lunch. Sasa shida amepause. Lakini anafaa kupatiwa kitu huyo jamaa. I think anafaa kupatiwa kitu.
Ivaonwe.
Anafaa onwe macho.
Alafu lakini kuna wewe mwingine DJ Slides umecheki fan wako pale. Ati Mario ulimcheki?
Nimemuona. Hadi amepindua kofia.
Ametan maze anataka aonekane na ameonyesha paka hiyo well, keep on sending ndio huyo. Baadaye tupatie tupatie. Please keep on sending sober clips. Send as many sober clips as you can have. Please, we need them over here. Well done. Clearly, you all need this money. I'll be giving you. Just keep on sending them as many as you can to our WhatsApp number. Director, Sanik pia wewe utupatie pia simu. Kwani unaogopa kupigiwa simu Sanik? Pigeni utapatiwa namba na Sanik. Utapatiwa namba za Sanik. Utapatia watu wa namba bana. We have money to call you Sanik. You think we don't have money, Mulag. Namba ndio hiyo tumeweka due to public demand. My Luya people have to send salamu. So when you call me, anza na salamu, weka hashtag, nipatie jibu, cheka. Pesa yako unaenda nao haraka haraka. That's how we win here on TV47 Sports Extravaganza. Tuko tunaongea juu ya Tusker. Tusker have so much money. Director bo onyesha hiyo intro yao. Ati iko tu na page 1 na page 2 kama running order yangu. Nimedanganya director. Wacha uone ndio hii inakuja. But of course, that was during the transfer window. I guess Selina and team don't like using a lot of money somewhere in the middle of the season.
Yeah, I think so. You know, I have to support my point. Okay. You know, Matano is one of the coaches mwenye anapenda ku-examine players before signing them. So I think for him to sign a player, lazima akuwe amemwangalia vizuri. But I feel like when the season ends, we need like signings because team yetu haina squad depth. Of course, there are some players wenye watatoka, but I feel like ni sawa. It's at least to listen watu.
At least msaini watu. Not the big ones. Kulikuwa na so hiyo ni ya Tusker FC. inakuja hivyo. Sanik amesema hata nipatie hiyo ya AFC. Juu aliona sisi. Sanik, I know your women rep called Wambilianga. You shall not sabotage my people AFC. Thank you very much, Sanik. Sanik is my producer, director, aka Superman. I'm a Super Mario Balotelli, as my mzee had said. So that's the line. That's the line. Sorry, Dantos, tulikukatia ulikuwa unasema point about these new signings or about the kind of talent that AFC is looking for.
Like I was saying, ni kama FC Leopards wanakopi Gor Mahia when it comes to signing. Because Gor Mahia wanaendeanga talent, and most of the time Gor Mahia wanafanya signing ni ngumu pate kuna flop when it comes to signing. So most of them I think wame notice huko mashinani we have so good players, and even in schools we have good players. Even ukiangalia school games, we have talent in school games. Ama when it comes to holiday in Western kuna so many tournaments kutoka kwa MCA mpaka kwa governor.
Yangu pia.
So many tournaments. And ukienda pale utapata so many players. I think Kenya Premier League coaches wameona ni kama huko chini ndio kuna maplayers sasa na wanaendea huko chini. And that's unapata kuna player hata wewe Christopher from Green Commandos amechukuliwa.
Indeed, of course.
I think actually even NSL has good players, because if you look at a team like Rainbow, a team like even like they have good players even in NSL, and I feel like I think that's where they should go for players. Uko NSL kuna players wakali.
Yeah. Of course, talking about NSL, naona hapa the outre of AFC Leopards, Joachim Ochieng, Naivas, wao wametoka AFC. Sean Daniel Olo ameenda on loan Rainbow FC. Rainbow FC kuna Moses Luhumwa, Rainbow FC. Then Yasin CJ Ouru on loan Murangasil. Murangasil, of course, anatoka NSL, and you can see the quality, just as you said, Celine, about that. Director nipatia gani nyingine ndio nijipange hapa. But Bandari FC as well, wenye wamepigwa, umesema Bandari wamepigwa leo tayari. Their entry, Francis Cairo, wao ndio wameingia Bandari. I'm talking about Bandari. Bairin Omondi from KCB, Mohamed Baraza from Zoia, Hamisi Hassan Mwapalu from Ashton Rangers FC, Ashton. David Sakwa from Kiminini Combined. Huko ni kwa nani? Abdul Rahman Mwinyi ameingia Bandari kutoka Mombasa Elite FC. Ali Said from Omax FC. So most of the teams actually you can see the ones who've bought in the intray. You look at the teams, you're like, yeah, these teams are either the teams are community or teams called the division, the FKF. So well done.
I think Bandari has made good signings, because if you look at a player like Francis Kahero, alikuwa Bandari, sorry, alikuwa KCB, and he was, I think KCB, they have a good player, but what they lack is a clinical finisher. And I feel like Kahero didn't get the supplies that he needed for him to come out as the striker that we know. Even if you look at the top scorers right now, he's I think third after Omala, and I don't know who is there, but Francis Kahero is one of the players to watch out for. I've personally seen him play. He's a lethal striker, and I hope he does something huko Bandari. Also amesema nini? It's Brian. Brian.
Yes, as you talk about Brian, let me talk to your friend Joan. Joan, nasikia Mombasa inataka kusalimia Celine. Habari yako Joan? Wewe ni Joan ama John? John. Pole nimekuita Joan. Pole sana. Haya, tuambie maneno. Sema venye tunataka uongee venye kabla ya show. Unanijibu aje hivyo tu kirifraf?
Jibu ni Balotelli wewe.
Haujaanza venye tunaanzanga swali yetu ya Waomera bwana.
Sawa.
Piga simu baadaye tena. Of course, when you call us in live, please tell us, start with the name of the show, Sports Extravaganza. Then tell us your name, uko wapi, then rarua jibu, then nipatie convincing. W ndani, kama kawa, kama dawa. Celine kuna sema Bairin Omondi from KCB. Bairin ama Byron ama Bairun. Forgive me, ulimi yangu na Waluya. Forgive us, please.
Tumuita tu Omondi.
Okay, if you look at Bran is a finished goalkeeper. If you look at Engine Ferrat's selection, he's always there. Si kama time ya. It was Namoya or who?
Where?
No, it was, I don't know who was the coach before, but if you look at that time, it was always Matasi. But now you look at Brian. Brian, I think, is a full goalkeeper in terms of ball distribution. But if I was to look at him in terms of Matasi, kitu Brian kidogo inamshinda ni kupanga team kule nyuma. But when it comes to his ball distribution, ako sawa. And I don't know why, ni nini aliona Bandari, but I hope atakuwa tu sawa.
Pesa.
Sami,
Bandari ndio.
Acha tuchukue tu moja. Sami, habari yako? Sami, karibu TV 47. Hii ni Sports Extravaganza. Haya, Sami ameenda kutafuta network kwa mlima. Tafuta hapo, nasikia ulikuwa unapiga kutoka Nakuru. Enda tu pande hapo milimani tu karibu na Nakuru Sports Club, kuna network. Utupigie. Hii ni show yako Sports Extravaganza where you win 1,000 Kenya shillings for answering a very simple question. Yes, tushapata John alikuwa ametujibu. Sami ndio amepiga simu. Kama huwezi piga, chukua tu simu yako, enda WhatsApp, 30 seconds clip, anza Sports Extravaganza, jina yako, jibu, show, to convince. Tumeendelea. Hi. All right. Now, yes, sorry Dantos, nikuspoili hapo kwa siri kani mekuharibia nini?
No, nilikuwa nasema Bandari is a good team and
ati Mwangi tena unapiga simu. Mwangi, habari yako?
Nzuri.
Mbona uongei ama Dantos amekuogopesha?
Hapana.
Anakaa kama zile simba za Nakuru National Park?
Hapana.
Unapiga simu kutoka wapi?
Napiga simu kutoka Nakuru.
Yes.
Hashtag Sports Extravaganza.
Aye.
Jibu ni Mario Balotelli.
Jibu ni Mario Balotelli. Nataka kuuliza swali rahisi sana. Hii swali ni mboga, kama hiyo mboga iko hapo yenye unataka kwenda kupika leo jioni, si ndio? Kuna mchezaji anaitwa Moses Luhumwa.
Moses Luhumwa.
Luhumwa. Ameenda timu gani on loan?
Uliza ingine, uliza.
Niulize nini?
Haya, uliza swali inahusu Bournemouth. Hivi mimi ni shabiki wa Bournemouth.
Wewe ni shabiki wa Bournemouth?
For the first time.
Yeah.
Hey, you are the only fan of Bournemouth.
Kwa karibu watatu hivi.
Usikate kwa watatu.
Sasa mko watatu na mimi siko, nitakuulizaje swali hata sijui Bournemouth mimi mwenyewe.
Sasa uijui aje na iko kwa ligi. Sababu naona unadharau timu yangu.
Wacha unataka msichana akuulize ama mvulana? Nataka kuachia Celine mkatiane akuulize hiyo swali.
Kuna shabiki wa Man U hapo. Hao ndio naremeaga.
Si amekaa hapa na shati ya white.
Huyo ulizo, huyo najua ndamlemea.
Niulize. Captain wa Manchester wa kitambo, Roy Keane. Alikuwa anavaa jezi namba ngapi?
Yaani umeamua sakura hii pesa.
Na tunataka ukule doni zips.
Ingine, leta ingine ya mwisho basi. Staki ni guess. Staki ni guess, leta ingine.
Wewe tu enjoy bwana.
Tu enjoy.
Sasa in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, ndio? Give me the first 10 for Bournemouth. In 10 seconds.
Ati nikupe?
In 10 seconds ipate lineup ya Bournemouth. 10 seconds. Counting now.
Haya, Soranke, Brooks, Sinistera.
6 seconds, 7 seconds.
Max Tavernier.
8 seconds. 9 seconds. 10 seconds. DJ angekuwa amekuwekea ile kiboko ya nyororo mchamalia. Umeanguka.
Umeharakisha.
Ayaje na sekundi. Sasa mimi niko na time ya seconds. Thank you so much ndugu yangu.
Mwangi ndio inafaa kuwa imeisha 5 hivi.
Mwangi unasema ni Bournemouth na umeshinda kunipatia lineup in 10 seconds. But of course umenipatia wachezaji wanne.
Hapana, karibu 6.
Mwangi, thank you so much for calling. Mwangi, asante. Piga simu tena, nitakupatia swali rahisi. By the way, hiyo najua nimekushikisha ngumu, pole sana. But of course, thank you for calling in, Mwangi from sijui ni wapi?
Nakuru.
From Naikuru. Thank you for being on Sports Extravaganza. Hivyo ndo tunapenda watu. 1000 Kenya shillings iko hapa. Unajibu Mario Balotelli na unanijibia maswali mengine mingi. Kwanza unaulizwa na wazito hapa. Tony Kwalanda here. Tulikuwa naenda kwa transfers mbio. Now, Gor Mahia tumeongea juu yake. Sijui kama Dantos nilikukatisia mahali ukisema point. Pole, simu zilikuwa zinaingia. Unajua mashabiki lazima wakusaidia. Otherwise itakuwa ngori. Yeah.
Because Bandari is a good team.
Yes.
And the team pia is the only team I think in Coast. Represent league. And Brian kwenda huko, it's a big move. I don't say I'm a chapa minus. It's a big move. I think they needed somebody like Brian. Ndio kwa sababu ukiangalia defense ya Bandari they are good, but keeper on alikuwa at least clean sheet zake sio fit. So let's see how Brian will help them.
Haya, itakuwa hivyo ndo kunaendaga. Wacha nikimbie huku watu wa Ingo. Kakamega Homeboys. Sijui kama niko nazo Nick kama unaweza nipatia kama Homeboys, lakini hata kama una niko na mwa Kenya. The intro for Kakamega Homeboys has Frederick Ochieng from Vihiga Bullets, Simon Masaka from Sofapaka, Oliver Machaka, Maka ni mingi huku, from Gituru FC, Nicholas Kipkirui from KCB, Salim Odeka from Nzoia, John Omondi from Compel FC, Shafik Batambuze Singida Big Stars in Tanzania, Glenn Otunga from Mofa, hapo kwa Mofa pia. Michael Olunga, Football Academy. Salim Murunga from Nzoia FC. Hao ni wale wameingia Kakamega Homeboys FC. Yenye menishika hapa ni ya Mofa. So hii kitu inaitwa Mofa ni serious. Mtu wangu Michael Olunga uko very serious. Very good job. Then Faruk Shikalo is out.
Have you noticed hizi signings zote, at least kila team wanachukua player mmoja wa kutoka counties huko chini. Na ni move fit. I think it's a good move. Tukiendelea hivyo tutakuwa na produce best players when it comes to Kenya Premier League, because if you have best player, ligi yetu pia inakuwa pia fit. Yes,
that's indeed. Faruk Shikalo ndio ametoka. Shami Mwinyi, Festus Okiring, Edwin Apa Omanya ameenda Nzoia.
You know, Shami just exited Tusker at the end of the season, akajoin Homeboys, and now he's out of Homeboys for Posta Rangers.
Yes.
We, shida ni nini?
And like Posta walipoteza Ken for alienda AFC, so Shami like lazima wangetafuta juu Ken was one of the best he's one of the best center backs this season in the KPL. Juu at the half of the season, like team of the season, like halfway he ako kwa hiyo backline na defenders wa Gor, so lazima wangejaribu like ku replace like directly ile isiwa cost place wako. Najua maybe hawata compete from number like 2-3 hapo, but wasishuke past number 6, so lazima huyo kocha lazima afunge defense yao vizuri.
Hiyo kabisa. Kuna jamaa ndio hapa John Mark Makwata. Ati ameangalia timu fulani hapo inakuaga inaitwa Sharks. Sharks, tutakwambia story baadaye in full details. But Makwata ameingia Kariobangi Sharks. Na DJ akitupekea kangoma hivi, akituprepare tunaenda kwa break nyingine fupi. Hii show ni ya English by the way, but lazima tu break rules because lazima tuelewane mimi na wewe. Hivyo ndo tunafanyaga maneno hiyo. However, if you're joining us in Sports Extravaganza, we have winners, we have a question, we have WhatsApp messages that you're supposed to send via video. 30 seconds, ukisema jibu Extravaganza the way you know how we do it. You can call us in to win. And we are asking you this question if you are just joining us. Who is this footballer who has Ghanaian lineage or heritage or background? Of course, send us a short clip, 20-30 seconds, yeah? Answer na Sports Extravaganza, your name, where you're watching the show from, the answer, and convince us to give us 1,000, to give you 1,000 Kenya shillings. DJ ako na do pia, atakupatia zile za kutoa. Kando na Danto, sasa anakupatia kutoa, but DJ anakuongezea ile sasa kufunika hiyo nini shimo, ndio baki tu na tao yako ama 500 yako. Then DJ anatupatia song. After this break, I'll be taking you to Cote d'Ivoire. Tuone 2-3 na tukuonyeshe nini nafanyika Cote d'Ivoire na watu watakuwa wanashinda do ngapi in a bit. DJ, teleza na hizo vidole zako kwa hiyo sahani.
Wanasema wasemao kuwa elimu ni bahari haiishi kwa kuchotwa. Wakati mwingi natangamana na wanafunzi madarasani, sio kama mwalimu bali kama nahodha kwenye kipindi cha tasnia ya elimu. Na iwapo utanikosa madarasani, basi utanipata nyanjani nikisaka habari zenye usawa, ufasaha na ukweli. Na iwapo utanikosa nyanjani, bila shaka utanipata studioni hapa nikisoma habari na kuendesha mijadala mikomavu. Mimi ni Andrin Kilemi, mpenzi wa lugha ya Kiswahili na elimu kwa jumla.
They say money makes the world go round. So let's slow things down a bit. Put things in perspective. From the markets to the streets to the stocks, we make the complex comprehensible. Join me, Said, on TV47 Business News for market insights like never before.
The news that matters the most is the one that hits close to home. When disasters strike, we are there to inform you. When the bullets are flying, we tell you who's shooting and why. Reporting on your victories, your health, your money, your security, your past, present, and future. We are interested in telling the stories of creativity, hard work, and resilience that you are known for. That is our job. This is my job. My name is Victor Muyakane, and it's my honor to bring you this news this way every Thursday night on the home of Untold Stories.
Katika majengo haya, hapa ndipo sheria zinapotungwa na zinapopakuliwa. Nitakuletea viongozi mbalimbali, mirengo mbalimbali, wote kwa pamoja wakipika na kupakua. Tutawapa nafasi kuweza kuangazia changamoto na mafanikio ya ugatuzi katika ukumbi wa siasa kila siku ya Jumanne kuanzia saa 1 kamili na kuendelea.
Toka eneo hili la Naivasha kwenye kaunti 032, gatuzi la Nakuru.
Kutoka kaunti ya Elgeyo Marakwet, kaunti 028.
Nikiripotia runinga ya TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Wajir.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Turukana.
Kwa matukio yote yanayojiri katika kaunti hii 012.
Kutoka kaunti nambari 1, kaunti ya Mombasa.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Lamu.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka Kisii County.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Machakos.
Kutoka kaunti hii ya Trans Nzoia.
Kaunti 038.
Kutoka gatuzi nambari 029, kaunti ya Nandi, chemichemi ya mabingwa.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Kakamega.
Itakuwa nikiripotia runinga ya TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Bungoma.
Jina langu ni Paula Munio.
Willy Dennis Jiru.
Fabian Kibet.
Mimi ni Hashim Jimal.
Mimi ni Kitio Mika Masai.
John Javakiania.
Jina langu ni Abdulaziz Nameka.
Mimi ni Kombo Alfayo.
Jina langu ni Nicholas Mbai.
Isaac Famba.
Mimi ni Wanji Sosti.
Jina langu ni Arnold Adidi.
Jina langu ni Chris Bet.
Jina langu ni Violet Auma.
Na TV47 inapotamba, mimi Sheila Chelangat nitakuwa nikiripotia maswala yanayokuhusu wewe kila kuchao.
Every Thursday 7:30 p.m. unapata nafasi kufahamu viongozi mbalimbali kutoka humu nchini, kuanzia wabunge.
Through Changa, we could get money to pay our rent, pay our bills.
When I was growing up, water was a problem where I was born and bred. We wake up at 3 to go and look for water.
Magavana
must be ready to be a tough woman and not a woman to be walked over.
Kwa hivyo
but you respect people.
Dari ya mfahamu kiongozi, story na historia, na mi Elizabeth Mutuku.
Well, if it is happening, then we are definitely talking about it on TV47's Disruptive Friday. Don't miss a moment on the most technological and disruptive moment on TV.
From groundbreaking AI breakthroughs to the latest ingenious innovations, we have it all covered for you. Get ready to see the future unfold right in front of your eyes. My name is Eric Munene.
And my name is Linda Alala, and we promise nothing short of great news experience.
Lady today, she's been left hanging alone by Kuria. She's being swallowed by 3 handsome men. Actually 4. No, actually 5, 6 plus Nick 7. How does it feel?
It feels good. Thanks God.
Amepigwa hot dog. Ana glow. Here's the question of the day, and we're giving away 1,000 Kenya shillings before, so direct uniambie penye naenda. Pole ni kichwa yangu ni kubwa, before it turn left. For 1,000 Kenya shillings, just give us this simple answer. Send us a clip, by the way, a short one. Start with Sports Extravaganza, your name, where you're watching this show from, and give me an answer. Ivo, or call us, whichever makes you happy, and you stand a chance. Now, let's take a lesson or watch some other Balotuolis in our WhatsApps.
Sports Extravaganza. The show is interesting. That one is Mario Balotelli. Mario Balotelli. Thank you so much.
Super Mario Balotelli, the one and only.
Hashtag Sport Extravaganza TV47. Ya, ni Michael hapa na niko Kisii. Huyo mchezaji anaitwa Mario Balotelli Bawa.
Hello TV47. My name is Duncan Muhanji, watching Sports Extravaganza live from Rwanda, but I'm Ugandan, staying in Rwanda. So this is where I'm watching the show from, in Rwanda, Sports Extravaganza on TV47. The player on the picture is Mario Balotelli, and that's my answer. Yeah, thank you.
We director, acha tuonye Gideri anachemsha bwana. Unachemsha Gideri ya kesho. Jumapili tulikuwa tunakulanga Gideri back in the day. Director, kuna huyo mwenye ametoka Rwanda. Baadhi yako na accent ya Rwanda. I was thinking pengine ni Kimani.
Hello TV47. My name is Duncan Muhanji, watching Sports Extravaganza live from Rwanda, but I'm Ugandan, staying in Rwanda. So this is where I'm watching the show from in Rwanda, Sports Extravaganza on TV47. The player on the picture is Mario Balotelli, and that's my answer. Yeah, thank you.
In short, I was playing it for Celine. It was due to public demand. Kama nimekuvunja roho, shauri yako. This is Sports Extravaganza. Keep on sending all those clips. This is your show for a chance to win 1,000. We win. It's for true. It's for cheesy. I don't play around. And then and those who win, please, you can also be sending us clips and telling us you received your money. Because sasa msitufanye tukae watu wakora. We are legit business people. Yes. Sasa atina haya tupatie huyo, tupatie. Nasikia kuna mmoja ametuma haraka.
Hello, naitwa Dennis from Embu. The player is Mario Balotelli. He comes from Italy, but initially was a Ghanaian. He has faced a lot of racism. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Dennis from Embu. He's faced a lot of racism. Hata hiyo jina inanishinanga racism. They know, thank you. Napenda Embu sana, but they know Embu ni it has my heart. Kwanza mimi napenda timu ya 3K FC ya ndugu yangu Njagi pale. Sijui kama Irungu ananiangalia sana, ni kama anapiti yangu kwa kienda Oshago. Yeah, would you have to say something about Embu?
It's a good county, that's all.
Yeah, Embu is a very good county with good people. That I can speak from experience. Celine wacha kuniangalia hivyo. Now, the English Premier League. English Premier League inaendelea sahi. Let's take a look at some of the fixtures. I'd written them, but some games have expired. Others are being played. Man City 2-0. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games that are playing at the same time, if you like, simultaneously. Wolves, Brentford, Fulham, Bournemouth, Tottenham, Brighton, Luton, Sheffield, Liverpool, Burnley. Wolves, Brentford. Dantos, where is your money?
Me?
Yeah, Wolves.
I think I'll go with Wolves.
Wolves.
Yes.
Celine, Tottenham, Brighton.
Oh, Tottenham.
Tottenham, Kichwa. Fulham, Bournemouth.
Fulham leo tuna Borja akimake debut hopefully.
And they have scored already, Fulham 1-0.
Yeah, na Traore amerudi pia, so a Fulham win will do.
Okay. Liverpool, Burnley, Dantos.
Burnley Kichwa.
Hey, relax. Relax.
Liverpool.
Yep, Liverpool, yeah. Luton, Sheffield. Yeah. Luton, Sheffield, Irungu.
Luton at home.
Yeah.
That's a Luton win.
Okay. Usiku later on we have Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle at 8:30. Dantos, Nottingham, Newcastle. Newcastle, I'm sure you're giving it.
No. Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest.
Yes.
Okay. And then, of course, on Sunday is a big one. Sorry for mixing up that. Sijui imetoka wapi. But Sunday, Aston Villa. But this Sunday ni kumoto. Arsenal, West Ham. And then Aston Villa. Ngoja. Unaona watu wa Manu. Manu versus Aston Villa. Villa are home. West Ham are home against Arsenal. Big one tomorrow. Celine, West Ham, Arsenal. Siwezi uliza Irungu hiyo.
I'm still healing. Arsenal did us that thing last weekend, but it's okay. So kesho, I'm against them, against all odds. Wasishinde anything. So, yeah.
Sawa, haya. Dantos, Manu away to Aston Villa. Na Chelsea tuli. Karibu niongee vibaya. Endelea.
Hapo naweza a draw au Manchester Kichwa.
Hey.
You know, that one. You know, there is a time that it was hard to beat Aston Villa at home. And then, boom, Chelsea wakafanya ile kitu. I don't know, but I feel like itakuwa a good game to watch. Yeah. Recently, Manu has been doing good. I had to say. Yeah, Manu have been doing good. The likes of Garnacho and Akina Kobe Maino, they are really doing good. That will be an interesting game to watch. But I feel like it's gonna be a draw. Either it's gonna be a high-scoring game, like 2-2. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Okay, and then of course Monday, Crystal Palace at home, hosting Chelsea.
Yes.
At 11 p.m. on Monday. My Monday will be special.
Dijua unasema nini?
Dijana nataka kusema kitu.
Je, uko na maoni ya venye tunapigwa?
Sina maoni. Naachia. Mpambane tuna hali yetu.
We will pambana with our problems. Chelsea, Holukwam up top Sitavi and all that. Hiyo ni kawaida tumezoea. However, there was a standings director. These standings were made by my good friend Jane. But then Jane, you've done a good job with the graphics. Oh, Jane, you have a fantastic hand. Leo ulikuwa umeguzwa kwetu Valentine wangu leo. The standings of the English Premier League are on. This, wacha nikuonyeshe tu. This were just before. However, Man City are on top. So wameshinda game yao against Everton. So they have 52 points.
Kuna game in hand.
Na kuna game
two games.
Two games in hand. Liverpool wanacheza saa hii, wanacheza hiyo matime zake. Arsenal, Aston Villa, Tottenham in that order. Man U number 6. Then Chelsea hata na scroll wako number 11. Hata washinde magame zao ngapi hata wezi fikia Spurs. This was the table as before Manchester City won. So hii table tuliunda just before the games. So don't worry, we were leading into the show because the show hii ilikuwa inafaa tuanze mapema. But jua Man City washacheza game zao. Hizo timu zingine zinapambana na situation yao as you can see. So there's no Chelsea in that table for now. So
the Blues.
It'll lose evil. Yeah, so that's what is happening in the English Premier League. Wacha tuopeleke. Let me just take you to some new information that most of you are grappling with. The blue cards or sin bin. Understand FIFA is trying to do a trial of a new brandish of cards called blue cards, whereby you're shown a card in a game, football, and then you get out for a few minutes, 10 or so, then come back later. Trial is supposed to start, I think, in the English Premier League. It is causing a lot of halabaloo. Dantos. Hii maneno, blue cards.
Blue cards?
Yes.
I think it's another way ya kuonyesha ma players when you're in discipline. Unajua kuna time you're not a captain but unaongelesha referee. Vitu kama hizo. Na pia maybe ile referee anakuongelesha sasa hakuna referee kuongelesha. Anakupatia blue card unakaa nje. I think it's a good thing. Unajua football ni kama constitution, kila siku wanairekebisha. Like for example kuna sabu watu 3 side, sabu ni 5. Every day football ina evolve with new things. Introduction ya blue card, I think it's a good thing. Itaika pia play on toes sasa. Football itakuwa na discipline as a whole. I think pia inafaa iletwe pia pa Kenya tu vile itacheza.
Timu yote itakuwa nje. Why shaking?
They are saying if you are given 2 blue cards, it's automatically red. So sijui kazi ya yellow itakuwa.
Even a combination of blue and
yellow.
It's a straight.
It's a straight red. Yeah.
And imagine out of all the coaches who were interviewed, the Arsenal coach is the only one who's happy about the blue cards.
Which is an absurd thing kwa sababu like every day the other sports, football is like the best sport in the world. The other sports zinajaribu kuimprove their games, wanajaribu kuleta new measures to improve their games. Football kila siku tu ni kunyoa wananyoa. Tunarudi tu nyuma. Juu sasa for example like a player na like for 10 minutes unajua tuseme kama ni a team like United ama Villa, game ya Villa na United, tuseme Casemiro apewe blue card like for those 10 minutes. Hiyo ball itashinda huko kwa Onana for those 10 minutes. Tunagojea Casemiro arudi kwa igrao. Nipe red card mimi niende shower niende home. Sawa? That's okay, but sasa hiyo like hapana.
I think
that's very unnecessary.
Wanafanya kama basketball they have ile ukifanya makosa unaenda hivi I think
hiyo time out.
So football just a blue card.
football sidhani it's a good idea. Hiyo ni kurudisha like mpira place hatufai kurudi bana.
Hizo ni mabalukas zenye ziko. It will happen, reactions except Ateta. Ateta hakuteta, alifurahi for once. Hakucomplain. Kitambaramba. Now, let me go to Erling Haaland, haraka before we go to AFCON. My director, Sanik, our guest from Vipingo is trying to reach you. Hata ananipigia simu, siwezi chukua saa hii. However, Erling Haaland went out. Erling Haaland is 23 years old. Now, I'm trying to remember what I was doing at 23 years old. I was doing lifeguard. I was a lifeguard and I was a facilitator team building at Lukenya Getaway in Kadhiani. Now, look at the pictures of Erling Haaland at 23 with a 19-year-old girlfriend. This girlfriend, they met when Haaland was at Dortmund. Now, Haaland was at Dortmund, I think 2 or 3 seasons ago. Please correct me. Kwani msichana alikuwa miaka ngapi? Haaland had started bad manners when the girl was 15 years old.
In the for example, like kuna youngster anaitwa Endrick, he's Brazilian. He's 17 or 16, if I'm not wrong. He plays for Brazil under 23. He's going to Madrid next season. He has a girlfriend, on a post, blah, blah, blah. Garnacho kona mtoto at 18. So maybe they were dating 10, wakiwa around 16 those years. So yeah, it's happy to see Haaland being happy. At least unajua ana enjoy rather than mpira ana enjoy.
And again, this is not Kenya. Ingekuwa Kenya wa.
Ingekuwa another
goal.
issue.
You can imagine me at 12 with Wanyama. Ay.
Yeah?
Hey.
Nyama tunaongelelea hapa. Hii ni show ya Extravaganza, tunaongea juu ya nyama. But of course, remember, just to cut you short, gentlemen and lady, I have a lady from Vipingo, Sanik. I hope you can take me to her if she can listen to me. We have one, actually she's the only teenager, son corrected, but I know she's the only teenager, the only 17-year-old who's taking part in the magical Kenya Ladies Open in the Baobab Course in Vipingo Ridge, that is Kilifi County. Chanel Wangare, is an honor to see you. It's always a pleasure to have you. This is a Sports Extravaganza on TV 47. You have remarkably, of course, represented as Kenya at the magical Kenya Open. Please share your experience on day 1 and day 2 in Vipingo, and what, of course, have you picked up from the professionals you interacted with?
So thank you for having me. My experience at Vipingo has been really nice. Just training in facilities as every other professional and being like in the same environment as them is also very important. Just seeing also how they practice on the range, like their warm-up, and trying to incorporate that in my warm-up is something that I picked up over the past 2 days. The course played a bit hard for me, but you know, the wind, I struggled with the wind because I wasn't getting the right clubs. I was pushing up a bit too much, so I overshot a lot. So I think that's where it really went wrong. But other than that, I really enjoyed myself out there, and I've learned a lot from everyone, and I really had good company as well.
And of course, Chanel, indeed, you were able, of course, you've shared how the experience was there. What are some of the challenges that you actually faced at the Baobab course? I have played personally at the Vipingo course. I know when I want to tee off from hole number 1, I have to face the ocean so that my ball lands on this other side. Some of the challenges, don't laugh at me, Chanel. Those are my problems I face. But what are some of the challenges you faced at the entire course, maybe on and off, that maybe you picked up, and how you're going to improve on them?
For me, I agree, like the wind is a very much of a challenge in this place. So just adjusting to my club selections was I think my game was okay, but just adjusting to club selections and choosing the wrong clubs on various shots was my main mistake this past 2 days. Yeah.
And Chanel, how many competitions have you taken part in locally and internationally before this magical Kenya Ladies Open, and how did it impact on your results there?
Right now I'm in school, so I've been mainly just working on like practice and a lot of just getting used to my game and practicing a lot. So I haven't really played like a lot of competitions outside, but usually I do. But recently I played the Waga at my academy, which was okay. So that was like a warm up for this event. So I felt ready and everything. Yeah, my game was at a good point.
And Chanel, also, you were amongst the 5 top elite amateur players who were carrying Kenya's flag at this competition. You had, of course, Captain Naomi Wafula, you had Jacqueline Walter, you also had Mercy Nyanchama and Kelly Gashaga. How is the spirit in this team? How are they? Tell us the feeling, what you guys discussed after, before, and during this tournament.
As a team, we encourage each other a lot. The day before the tournament, we went to the beach just to relax ourselves and enjoy the time and just get our mind off. So as a team, we really support each other. And even if we all did make cuts, we just felt that we did our best, and we continue supporting each other and keep playing our best. Yeah.
You might want to share with us, Chanel, some of the people or companies or groups, organizations or family who have been very supportive to you. Who are they? And of course, this might be a good chance to say your thanks on national television, Chanel.
So obviously, I'd like to thank God and my parents. Those are my #1 supporters. And the KLGU and Junior Golf Foundation have also really been a big supporter, and they're the ones who actually invited me and chose me for this event. Also a big thank you to Safaricom for sponsoring the event, and yes, that's all.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much, Chanel Wangare, for actually making time on TV47. We hope to see you soon when you come back to Nairobi. But of course, keep on getting all the valuable lessons from the Ladies European Tour, and enjoy yourself in Vipingo Ridge. All right, bye for now. Asante sana.
Thank you.
All right, that is Chanel Wangari, the only teenager at the ongoing magical Kenya Ladies Open at the Baobab course in Vipingo Ridge in Kilifi County. Well done to Team Kenya, that included, of course, I've mentioned Naomi Wafula, Kelly Gashaga, Jacqueline Walter, Mercy Nyanchama. This is, of course, Sports Extravaganza. You see, we were live in Vipingo. Atucheki, jokes. Of course, I'm here with my very lovely panelists, Irungu Gitau, Celine Waithira, as well as Dantos Sibola mwenyewe kabisa. We represent a diverse array of people across the country. Sani kumeniambia, tukimbie kidogo. Tuko tumebakisha kitu moja hapo. After Erling, DJ tuplay ngoma. Unataka toke saa ngapi by the way? Unajua mimi nakulizanga tu maswali onea tu, tunajipanga na masikio pia uongee karibu na masikio. But of course you're going to the Africa Cup of Nations haraka tonight. The third place playoff iko saa 5 ya usiku. Mimi sifanyi kazi kesho, munipatie form. Valentine yangu imeanza mapema. Hata nimeomba ruhusa, wadosi wamesema niishie. However, tonight the Leopards are playing against South
Africa,
Bafana. So it will be Ndombolo versus Amapiano. DJ unaona hiyo kuna hiyo mix ya Amapiano na Ndombolo. So of course, what are your predictions? Of course, the coaches were out Desabre nini ahead of time. Irungu tuanze na wewe.
I was like first of all, DRC did very well. Nakumbuka the first time I met my bro hapa, tulikuwa tunasema DRC wako na like quality, na for sure wameenda the length. So yeah, they only met my team, and my team wakawabandua. So hopefully they beat Bafana today, who don't have Pasitao. na najua spirit zao zimeshuka juu ya kupigwa na Nigeria juu ilikuwa proper derby juu like for the past week kumekuwa na ile bragging right, lazima wapiganie bragging rights nini so yeah, I hope DRC Congo do it for their people, for whatever they are fighting for. Yeah, I hope they win the third place in the tournament.
Yep. Hivyo ndo kutakuwa, sijui Selina nafikiria nini kati ya, of course there is no Nigeria is in the final, but third playoff iko na watu ya Ndombolo na Amapiano.
I feel like, for me, I will say I would want DRC Congo to take the third place because I think they have worked for it. They have yearned for it. If you look at the group stages, they were in the same team with Morocco, and they are the team that represented them up to the semi-finals. And I was actually rooting for them to proceed to the finals instead of Cote d'Ivoire. But all in all, it happened, and I feel like they really yearn for that place. So I'll go for DRC Congo.
DRC, Dantos. Itakuwaje?
Nilisema DRC is a very good team. Vile tu Rungo amesema na nilisema kwa issue, and that's one of the surprises tulikuwa naongelea when it comes to this AFCON. And Ivory Coast kufika finali, it's a surprise to me, but let's talk about South Africa and DRC today. I think DRC will carry the day because hata vile wanacheza wanajituma. They play as a team kutoka kwa defense kuenda kwa midfield mpaka to the finishing part of it. Hiyo Nigeria ndio iliwashinda, si ndio? Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast ndio walishinda DRC.
Yeah. I think ukiangalia game vizuri Ivory Coast, I think it was by luck, alafu after kufungwa hawana ile experience of comeback. Ukiuliza when it comes to football, unajua pia pale taka wazoefu. Alafu pia the crowd pia kasaidia pia.
Yeah, the
atmosphere kasaidia pia, wakina Drogba pale urging the fans nini to come up, and anyway may the best team win, but leo nataka DRC pia ishinde.
DRC.
Yeah.
Mimi nitatembea na Bafana. I had Macfish, kina Khumalo, kina Macfish, kina nani Dr. Khumalo. Ni wachezaji walikuwa wanapiganga ball bwana. Shabalala alikuwa anashikanga ile mbele inapigwa. DJ tuteleze kwa break. Nikidance kama
Wanasema wasemao kuwa elimu ni bahari haishi kwa kuchotwa. Wakati mwingi natangamana na wanafunzi madarasani, sio kama mwalimu bali kama nahodha kwenye kipindi cha tasnia ya elimu. Na iwapo utanikosa madarasani, basi utanipata nyanjani nikisaka habari zenye usawa, ufasaha na ukweli. Na iwapo utanikosa nyanjani, bila shaka utanipata studioni hapa nikisoma habari na kuendesha mijadala mikomavu. Mimi ni Andrin Kilemi, mpenzi wa lugha ya Kiswahili na elimu kwa jumla.
They say money makes the world go round. So let's slow things down a bit. Put things in perspective. From the markets to the streets to the stocks, we make the complex comprehensible. Join me, Hibak Saeed, on TV47 Business News for market insights like never before.
The news that matters the most is the one that hits close to home. When disasters strike, we are there to inform you. When the bullets are flying, we tell you who's shooting and why. Reporting on your victories, your health, your money, your security, your past, present, and future. We are interested in telling the stories of creativity, hard work, and resilience that you are known for. That is our job. This is my job. My name is Victor Moyakane, and it's my honor to bring you this news this way every Thursday night on the home of Untold Stories.
No, mnaenda wapi? Rudini hapa. They are running away and shying away from songs. The slice is going to slice some good songs for each and every one of these beautiful pundits, if you like, analysts, if you like, commentators. So kujeni hapa. No, mbona unaweka, you cannot put a lady on the side. Of course, 1 minute each of them. Wanatupatia their final remarks of the day, their highlights of the day, what they think was the best, and their Valentine messages, starting of course, Danto na Ranza, tukikuja hivi mpaka huku. Pia mimi nitapatiana message. Pia even our floor managers, they'll give their message. Tutarudi kwa makamera wakuje huku. So, 1 minute, Dantos.
To all the fans who are Manchester United, fans wa Ivory Coast, fans wa Nigeria, mazee all the best mazee. Alafu pia kwa watu wa Maucho, thanks sana. Watu wa Kitale, Matunda na waona watu wangu sana. Big up mazee, thanks kwa kunishikilia vile mmenishikilia hivyo. Pia watu wa kikao bila kusahau watu wangu wa kikao kama kawaida. Asanteni sana.
Yes. Haya. Celine kwako.
For me nitasema Tusker kesho twende tuchape Shabana vibaya sana. Liverpool tunarudi on top. Wenye mnasema City sharudi hapo juu. Leo tunashinda tunarudi on top. And hiyo ngine ilikuwa? Hiyo ngine ilikuwa.
Valentine message ya Valentine bwana.
Tupatane kanisa Ash Wednesday. That's
kamera yako ndio hii Celine.
That's how I'll be spending my Valentine. Watu waende kanisa ni Ash Wednesday.
Hakuna nyama.
Acha tusikie hao ndangi kanisa.
First of all, ni a big shout out to everybody mwenye amewacha show. Big sister yangu mkubwa. Lea Mokoro huko mtaani. Alafu kesho tupatane Grao to watch FC versus Murang'a Seals. Kesho ni siku ya kudance bana. Watu wa kutundu, watu wa kutingisha mabega, watu wa kwetu Murang'a. Tupatane Grao 3 p.m. Mkuja mapema, tickets ziko online, so nyinyi mjipange ku-avoid nini. Alafu Valentines hiyo ni yangu na mtu wangu, so kwa nini? Alafu mko na wiki poa na kesho Ivory Coast
na Nigeria.
Tunabeba kikombe kesho.
Unasema kesho watu wa shitundu.
Kutundu.
Shitundu unajua maana kitu kingine.
That of course has been Irungu Gitau, then Celine Waithira and Dantos Sivola. This of course are my very special guests every Saturday on Sports Extravaganza, together with my very good friend here, DJ Slice. Hebu tu slice pia wewe utupatie final remarks 1 minute ama
final remarks. Thank you so much, Watu Extravaganza. This show is always extra. Thank you so much. Big up wase wote wenye na coming through na pia welcoming new friends. Thank you so much.
Uko wapi leo usiku? Uko mfanya maeneo wapi? Kamera yako ndio ile pale.
Leo siendi mahali. Tunafanya extra, tunangoja kesho FC.
Yes.
Tuwapige.
Murang'a Seals.
Tupige Murang'a. Tukitoka hapo tuna dance hivi.
Kwa tao mzima.
Arsenali. Tulime watu. Man U
na Nigeria tupiga Ivory Coast. Jumani umevaa hiyo Ivory Coast.
Anyway, big up. Wishes a happy Valentine. kama unabebanga hiyo wewe wa Murang'a unabebanga mere, hiyo inamaanisha mimea, unaweza chuna mahindi ubebe.
Yes.
Mbona usibebe maua? Just kitu kidogo tu hivi, peleka. Simple tu.
Haya.
It will take you a milestone kwa demu. Thank you so much. All the best.
DJ Slice mwenyewe kabisa pale ameteleza na maneno. Sanik, my director producer aka my talker to the ear, anasema kuna video. Mimi if I was asked, ule mzee alikuwa anaongea kwa sofa set na mapengo. Anko ya huyu. Anko ya DJ Slice. Huyo tumuweke tuchukue namba yake. Huyo alafu sasa sijui mwingine next mgani? Mnaona mgani? Mimi
mwenye alikuwa anakichochea Balotelli. Wewe alikuwa namba 2. Alikuwa namba 2 kwa video za kwanza huyo.
Yeah.
So kuna huyo wa kichwa
alafu babu sasa.
Alafu of course wacha tusikie kuna wengine ama new entrants. Wacha tusikie the new recruits wamekuja sahi kwa show.
Extravaganza, huyo ni Lewis Hamilton.
Je, Tunalis Mgenge hapa, show iko poa sana, napenda analyst. Tony Kwalanda Gotea Skofu, wale ambao wajatune wa Tune TV47 mazehindo geta tuchekizo analyst, ma prediction, tuwekelee bet zingine ziungue, tufurahi wengine tulia usio. Baadaye.
Hello, naitwa Dennis from Embu. The player is Mario Balotelli. He comes from Italy, but initially was a Ghanaian. He has faced a lot of racism. Thank you.
TV47 Sports Extravaganza. Mchezaji ni Mario Balotelli. Nani anaweza sahau wakati Mourinho aliulizwa, alikuwa anamwambia Mario, please Mario, if you are hit, don't react. Please, Mario, if the referee is harsh, don't react. 47th minute, red card.
Anko ya DJ Slice ameshinda hiyo tournament. Huyo mzee tumempatia pesa yake 500, tutakupatia pesa. Nasikia pia yule ana kichwa kama ya Mario Balotelli, pia tutampatia. Lakini kulikuwa na yule mmoja alikuwa na dance kwa song yako. Yule akasema Mario, I don't know. Tuta decide hiyo saa ni kutanipatia huyo mwingine.